Good afternoon and welcome to the Mahoning County Fair in Canfield, Ohio. It's a little chilly today, but beautiful sun. Myself, Don Tiger, and Ashley Daler, along with our cameraman, IT guy, Steve Taylor, bringing you 10 exciting races today. For anybody that may have downloaded a program early, if it was up, please look and see. We did have a little snafu on some of the programs. We didn't have the final program, so our programs are available on harnessracingohio.com, harnessracingohio.com. And we got a bunch of driver changes we'll bring to you as we go, too. We're still looking for some horses on the track. We'll kind of give them to you as they go. But good morning, Ashley. How are you doing today?
I'm excited to be here. They tried to throw us off our game already. It sounded like whoever put the program up might have put it up a little too early. So we did have some changes last minute. What that means is our graphics are going to be incorrect for most races. We apologize in advance. Unfortunately, Steven is not able to just change those right away for us while we're sitting here. But again, that program, as Don mentioned, is correct now. So if you head on over to harnessracingohio.com, you can follow along with the correct places with us. Total of 10 races today. Looks like we're getting gathered for the first post parade. This is all of our fillies as well as our free-for-all trot and pace. Here's Roger.
First Division, Mahoning Valley Republican Women's Club sponsor. Number 1, It's Not Easy, the driver Darren Harvey. The 2, I'm Full of It, Chris Hirschberger. The 3, Dream of Charlotte with Logan Ebersole. The 4, Rose Run Bridget, Braden Rose. The 5, Good Miss Gracious, the driver Elliot Deaton. The 6, Flirtin' Tommy, the driver Emmanuel Miller. And number 7, Magical Gold, Jason Thompson in the sulky.
So we score 6 wide here. There are some full cards. I think we'll have a couple trailers and a handful of our races moving forward today.
Yeah, we got one trailer in here, the 7 Magical Gold. We're going to give you these horses, and again, our graphics might be wrong, so please make sure you listen who the horse is. The one horse is It's Not Easy. It's Not Easy is the one horse today. Scott Hawks trains. Terry Mount Pleasant leases this horse. The driver today will be Darren Harvey. We do have a driver change. Darren Harvey drives the one. Horse 8 starts, 2 wins, 1 second, a third. Skipped last time out when drew the rail at Canton, but prior to that stayed flat, was 3rd and 4th. We'll look to use the inside post position.
Chris Hirschberger is going to drive the 2, I'm Full of It, for James Chris Jr. This is a full count filly. Very first start, no qualifiers to go off of. Originally a $25,000 purchase out of the Ohio Selected and bred by Steiner Stock Farm.
3 horse, Dream of Charlotte. Eli Miller trains. All Trot Stable owns. Logan Embersall drives. 3 and 9 in the winner's circle in the season. 7 of 9 on the board. This horse likes to be forwardly placed. Does have a nice spot to grab the lead in here. Probably one of the main favorites and main threats in the race.
And our 4 horse, Braden Rhodes, up for Herman Hagerman. Rose Run Bridget. This is a What the Hill filly out of an Explosive Matter mare. 2 back at Wellington. Did have a 2nd place finish in 2:06-1. 8 starts on the year with 1 win, 3 seconds, and 3 third place finishes. $18,000 made.
5 horse, Good Miss Gracious. The 5 is Good Miss Gracious. Miles Woolham trains for Julianne Sweet. Miles himself in Galt Racing. The lines get turned over to Elliot Deaton. Elliot Deaton will be driving the 5, Good Miss Gracious. 1 of 7 on the season. That came 2 back at Wellington. Nice 4th last time out after recovering from a break there. 3 back was 2nd. So this horse is 2 of 7, 1st or 2nd. Really starting to figure it out and put the game together.
Herman Hagerman's going to send out another trainee in the 6 horse, Flirtin' Tommy. Manny Miller now in the bike. 11 lifetime starts, 4 wins, 2 seconds, and 2 third place finishes. Last time out at Mount Gilead did have a 2nd place finish, back by quite some lengths though. Went her mile in 2:07 flat. We go even further back in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs. She was out of the money, but still trotted her mile and won 58-3. $12,000 made. Originally a purchase of $8,500.
7 horse, Magical Gold. Scott Cox trains for Mast Racing. Jason Thompson has the lines today. 1 of 8 on the season. This one will also start from the 2nd tier. Two-back did race in the Buckeye Stallion Series, made a break. Unfortunately, could not factor there. Way down at the bottom of the page, raced at Northfield on July 21st in the Buckeye Stallion Series and ran a game 4th that day. So this horse has some talent, some backlash. They obviously thought a lot of it to enter where they did. Draws the second tier, gets Jason Thompson, and that is your field of 7. Unfortunately, we don't have our tote board up yet to give you some of the odds, but I'm sure that will come up at some point in time.
Say maybe looks like he might be trying to fix it. Is that him? I don't know if he's just walking around it. Not sure, but it was up and working when I first sat down earlier. I did see things up on it, so maybe something shorted or.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that back because it's always fun to let our fans know how they're betting and how things are going. Because this is a fair, they bet a little bit of money here. It's a lot of fun. We got a nice crowd here today. We probably got about a fifth of the grandstand filled in, maybe I would say 200 people.
This is a big grandstand. I
wasn't
quite sure what to expect coming to Canfield, especially after spending yesterday at Burton. You talk about a big, nice fair there too.
Yeah.
But this is Kim Poma, our Kim Poma of OHHA. I believe this is her home fair, so she was pretty excited to share some expectations with us. She said, just so you know, you might have to park pretty far out and walk quite a ways in, but I think I got here early enough. I missed a ton of traffic.
And horses are heading to the Wilkenberg starting gate for race number 1. And Roger's starting to get them. They're culminating around the turn. So we'll send it up to Roger Houston, the voice of Canfield, for the call of race number 1.
Rolling behind the Mike Wilkenberg starting gate on the upper turn. The gate swings into the stretch and here they come. They're off and trotting. Rosemary Bridget's off stride at the start. Going right to the top. That's Dream of Charlotte with the lead. Into the turn, racing second as they race around the turn from the second tier. That's Magical Gold. On to the backside they go. Racing third, Goodness Gracious. On to the backside fourth. The time full of it. Down the backside, It's Not Easy racing fifth. Off stride goes Goodness Gracious. Racing 6 is Rose Run Bridget as they race over to the first quarter mark. Treading the field, Flirtin' Tommy following an early break. They race over to the first quarter. As they race into the turn, go on to the 3/8 mark. On top of the field, it's Dream of Charlotte with the lead by a length and a half. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Racing second, that is Magical Gold. Trotting third, I'm Full of It. Racing fourth, It's Not Easy. Fifth, Goodness Gracious. Sixth, Rose Run Bridget, and treading the field, Flirtin' Tommy as they race over to the first half mark. Into the turn, going to the 5/8 station, continuing to show the way. It's Dream of Charlotte with the lead as they race down the backside. The half in 1 minute, 4/5. Go on to the 3/4 mark. Magical Gold is chasing. Appears to be a 2-horse battle from here. Racing third, I'm Full of It. Moving on the outside, It's Not Easy as fourth at the 3/4 mark. And on the turn, 3/4, 131 and 3. Midway around that final turn, Dream of Charlotte has the lead. Here comes Jason Thompson, Magical Gold, closing on the outside second. Into the lane they come. Dream of Charlotte, Magical Gold, closing on the outside with each and every stride. It's Magical Gold and Jason Thompson. Dream of Charlotte second. It's Not Easy is third.
Got 7-3 going out unofficial.
Don't think. No, we are not going to get the unofficial mile time quite yet. He goes 7:31 unofficial. Not sure how fast they went. I didn't catch an opening quarter, but they did get to the half in 1 minute and 4/5 to the 3/4 in 1:31. And it looks like our 7-horse Magical Gold was marching a little bit.
Yeah, expertly driven by Jason today. Spoke with Jason a little bit before the card and speed office. He had a big smile on, picked up a couple mounts today, and didn't say much about this one, but typically speaking, the 7 always gets behind the 1. This one got away behind the 3, and I think that was by design because he knew Emmanuel was going forward, or Logan was going forward out of there with the 3, and got a nice 2-hole trip, even though they were kind of gapped the whole way around. Was able to eventually wear that one down on the wire. So well driven. 7-3-1 unofficial. Nice effort by Dream of Charlotte. She cut all the fractions. It's not easy. Early miscue and stayed trotting the rest of the way and finished his third. 7-3-1 unofficial.
Don, this is my first time here. This is not your first time here.
No, they do
what
this.
What am I looking at?
So every race they bring out this thing, and in a lot of the races – there's going to be people on there.
Uh-huh.
So
okay,
it's a big to-do around here. And actually, when you get into the big races, they throw stuff and all kind of – it's pretty cool, yeah.
Here's Roger.
Sponsored by Hollywood Gaming. Number 7, Magical Gold. William Mass Jr., Eden Acres, Farmstead, Green Wave Racing, and Jay Mass. Scotty Cox, the winning trainer. Jason Thompson in the sulky. 2-year-old filly, but what the hill of the Magical Angel. Home winner in 2:03 3/5, a lifetime mark. Sponsored by Mahoning Valley Republican Women's Club, goes to Magical Gold. Scotty Cox, Jason Thompson in the first. Special congratulations to Jason Thompson, who just recently recorded his 2,000th career driving win.
So there you have it. We did get a time now, 2:03 3, 7-3-1 official. And as you will see for our winner circles, as Ashley pointed out, a little bit different. They pull a cart around. They give people a chance to get behind it. And they get a lot of people over here. It's a lot of fun. But race 1 official, 7-3-1.
I think he's giving us a rundown right now.
2, the 4, Rose Run Bridget. 5, the 5, Good Miss Gracious. 4, the 6, Flirtin' Tommy. 7, the 7, Magical Gold, the winner. Top down, 3-6-2, 5-4-7, 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 in the 5th. The half, 1 minute, 4/5. 3/4, 1:31.3. The mile, 2:03 3/5.
And that was 2:03 3, right? Is what he said.
2:03 3.
That is a new lifetime mark for our winner, Magical Gold, and just the second win, and now 9 tries for that filly.
Race 2, some changes we do have. We still need a TBD on the 1. We did not get a driver on Crossrun, Sweet Pea. The 4-horse, Angel in Paradise, Jason Thompson looking for the second half of the daily double here. He'll be driving as Justin Irvine is off all his mounts today. 5-horse, Kylie Cash, make the driver Braden Rhodes. We'll tell you more about that race after these brief messages.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
Welcome back to Canfield, Ohio. Don Tiger, Ashley Taylor, Steve Taylor, bringing you 10 exciting races today. We got one in the book. We still have 9 to go. And I apologize again. We've mentioned our graphics might be off for some of these races, but we will give everything to you verbally, and you can always pull our programs again off harnessracingohio.com. Harness Racing Ohio will give you the latest program. I believe they might have had a couple redraws or something out there, which has caused our graphics to be slightly off. But regardless, we're here. They're still working on the tote board. Ashley said it was working earlier, and I see a man over there working on it again. So hopefully we'll have some odds and some stuff to pass around to you as well.
Headed next into race 2, we're going to jump on over to sophomore Philly Pacers. I have a scratch in this race, so now we just have a field of 5. They're going to go behind the gate. We might already have a few of them out today. What a beautiful day it is. The sun is shining. It's not 100 degrees. We've got sweatshirts on over here.
Yeah, it's odd because I've been here at this fair when it's absolutely piping hot. So it's a little different this year. It's a little cool. I would say 70s. I think we're probably 70, 71. In the sun, it feels great, but we're under the grandstand, and it's in the shade, so it's a little nippier, but certainly comfortable. It's not bad. It's just a very comfortable temperature.
Have you only ever been here for the races?
Only for the races,
yeah.
Yep.
Have you ever explored?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me. So this is my very first time in Canfield. I think it's one of the largest in the nation. Definitely the largest in Ohio, but in the nation it ranks up there as well. And I did get here early, but I pretty much walked through the horse barns and actually the Harness Racing Museum that's hosted right here, held right here on the grounds, and then in the grandstand. So there's plenty of fair that I have not seen yet.
And there's plenty more to see. I don't know the official statistic when this happened, but the Guinness Book of World Records, they had the most people do the chicken dance ever at this fairgrounds. And they said they shut the whole fair down, the rides, everything, and they played on the loudspeaker the chicken dance, and they had the Guinness Book of World Records people here. But I believe from talking to Woody Woolham, who's in charge of the Home Talent Colt Stakes program, and Roger Houston were telling me that they average about 95,000 people a day here. So, I mean, that tells you the size of the fair. Plus, they have Brad Paisley playing this weekend, Leonard Skinner playing on Monday, Brad Paisley Sunday. They get some big acts here. They've had Hootie and the Blowfish / Darius Ruckers played here. The president's been here. Donald Trump's been here. So, yeah, it's a massive fair. And but what's great is there's plenty of parking here. And it's, I mean, no matter when you come, you might have to walk, as Kim alluded to, but you'll have a place to park. It's not like Little Brown Jug where sometimes we run out of parking and you have to park in someone's yard. So.
Well, I'm pretty lucky with the Jug. We've always had our Horsemen passes, and now we've got OHHA parking, so I guess I've never struggled.
No, you haven't struggled for sure.
Oh, man. So I am pretty excited to be here, especially an early card like this in the middle of the day. I don't do too many of these at all. Usually I'm like 6:30 post times.
Yeah, they did move the post up. We used to be noon, and they moved up to 11 a.m. to accommodate the tractor pulls.
Okay. Does look like we are going to already head into the post parade of the second.
Crosswind Sweet Pea, the driver Elliott Deaton. Number 2, Dancing Susie with Chris Hirschberger. Number 3, Section Line Flame, the driver Emmanuel Miller. Number 4, Angel in Paradise with Jason Thompson. And number 5, Kylie Cash, Braden Rhodes in the sulky. Number 6 is Scratch. Horse will take one.
Here's your reminder, especially if you're just hopping on. We know that our graphics are incorrect. We apologize for that. We had some changes last minute to the program, but head on over to harnessracingohio.com. The program is now correct there, and you can see everything that Don and I are going to talk about today. Now scratch down to a field of 5 for the second. Purse of $6,527. The first of 2 divisions. 3-year-old Philly Pacers. Crosswind Sweet Pea on the rail. Elliott Deaton in the bike for Ryan Deaton. This is a Western Vintage Two back at Wellington was a winner by over 4 lengths in 2:02 flat. 20 seasonal starts, 4 wins, 8 seconds, 2 third-place finishes, $30,000 made in 2025.
2-horse Dancing Susie. Chris Hirschberger trains and drives for CNC Stables of Canton, Ohio. This horse has had a very nice career so far. 31 career starts, 7 wins, 8 seconds, 7 thirds. That's 22 of 31, 1, 2, 3, 51K in the hopper. Lifetime mark 156 this year as a 3-year-old, $32,000. Made 5 trips to the winner's circle this year. Last time out, did finish a game third, parked over at Canton. Prior to that, 2 back, raced in the Buckeye Stallion Series at Northfield. Outside draw, 7-hole, was able to finish 6th. Last time at a fair prior to Canton was Croton. Drew the rail and was wire to wire that day, 59-3. Inside Pote's going to help this one a lot, and she's got a big chance here, the 2, Dancing Susie.
3 section line flame, Manny Miller in the bike for Herman Hagerman. This is a catch the fire, and what a day they had yesterday at Burton. I'm telling you, Don, every single pace was won by a catch the fire. It was ridiculous. They're just nice animals this year. 20 starts on the year with 3 wins. Last one came 2 back at Hicksville, won by over a couple of lengths in 2:01 and 2. $29,000 made this year, $68,000 lifetime.
4-horse Angel in Paradise. Don Irvine Jr. trains, Terry Young owns. The driver today will be Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson on the 4, Angels in Paradise. Another well-accomplished filly in here. 28 lifetime starts, 10 wins, 4 seconds, 3 thirds, 17 of 28 on the board. This year, 4 trips to the winner's circle, 9 of 15 on the board, $34,000 in earnings. Nice mark of 56 and change over at Northfield. This dam here, Mama's Fallen Angel, she's thrown some really nice horses, some Grand Circuit horses, so not surprising this one's been pretty stellar in her career, earning $62,000. Likes to go right to the lead. Some of the horses in the inside like to go to the lead too. Should be a mad dash to the first turn, but this is one of the big choices.
Braden Rhodes going to drive the 5. Kylie Cash for Betty Clegg. This is a Fear the Dragon out of an Always a Virgin mare, of course, owned by Kimber Clegg of Pennsylvania. Looking to go 2 in a row in Ohio, coming off of a win at Canton in 2 minutes and 4/5, won by just a neck there. I believe Kylie Cash was the winningest 2-year-old last year. At least I know she was in the filly division. Maybe she was overall as well.
I would say just filly division because I know the Clegg's pacer, that one that down by the parade or whatever.
Yes, you're right.
He had like
right.
18 wins or something.
You're right,
something
but I think
like
she
that.
was, though. She was pretty prominent last year. She had 10 wins just as a freshman. This year, 26 starts, 4 wins, 5 seconds, and 7 third-place finishes. $31,000 on the year, $88,000 lifetime. Took a mark at Northfield earlier this year and won 57-1. Originally just a $10,000 purchase out of the Blooded Horse.
And that's your field of 5. The 6, Lucy Hill, has been withdrawn, so 5 horses heading to the gate here. I call this the owner's race all the time. Every participant will get a check. So
not a bad day. Especially we have, I think it's just our free-for-all trot. Only has a field of 3. That's not a bad one to be in either, right?
not at all, because they change the percentages.
They
You
do.
get
The
more,
purse
yeah.
distribution does change for those. That was a topic of conversation yesterday at Burton. I was on air with Northfield's announcer, actually, Kenny Livengood, and we talked about it. Gary Martin was 1-2 in the free-for-all trot yesterday, and so he took 85% of the purse home.
Wow. What was the purse? 1,500?
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was the free for all, a
Okay.
little bit less than what we're going to go for here today. But hey, 85% is still 85%.
85%
A win is a win.
Yes.
We're going to move in behind the gate for the second race. Remember, this is the first division of sophomore filly pacers, now scratched down to a field of 5. From the rail out, Crosswind Sweet Pea, Dancin' Susie, Section Line Flame, Angel in Paradise, and Kylie Cash. We are behind the Mike Weckenberg starting gate, so I'm going to toss it on up to Roger Houston to give us the call of the second.
You're off and facing at Crosswind Sweet Pea going for the lead. Section line Flame up on the outside second. Dancing Susie gets away third. Into the turn fourth. It's Angel in Paradise threading the field. Kylie Cash as they race around the turn going to the backside in the first quarter mark. It's Crosswind Sweet Pea. Elliott Deaton shows the way by 2 lengths. Racing second, Dancing Susie. Third on the outside, going the long mile. Section line Flame now fourth as they race by the opening quarter. 29-4. He entered the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Up the inside, it's Angel in Paradise now third. The trailer remains Kylie Cash as they race into the lane. First train coming to the halfway point. On top, Crosswind Sweet Pea showing the way. Dancing Susie is there second. Angel in Paradise third. Fourth on the outside, Section line Flame. Scooting up the inside, Kylie Cash now fourth as they race into the turn, going to the 5/8 mark. As they race over to the halfway point, on to the backside they go. Crosswind Sweet Pea leads the way by a length and 3/4. Racing second. They race by the half in 1 minute flat. Moving up on the outside. Here comes Angel in Paradise and Jason Thompson. Now second. Sick in the head in front on the outside. Dropping back second is Crosswind Sweet Pea. Moving on the outside third. There's Braden Rhodes closing in with Kylie Cash. 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. On top, it's Angel in Paradise with the lead. 3 wide on the outside. Coming home with a rush, Kylie Cash. It's Kylie Cash and Braden Rhodes drawn away. Dancing Susie second. Angel in Paradise was third.
2 minutes, 3/5. You got your money's worth there. Pretty much 4 horses across the track at the wire. The program showed everybody wanting to leave but Kylie Cash, and sometimes when they all battle early, the one to pick up all the pieces is the closer in the race, and that is Kylie Cash. So 5-2-4 unofficial. Nice effort there, Braden Rhodes for the Clegg clan. 2 minutes, 3/5.
That is the 5th win on the year for this Fear the Dragon filly, 2 in a row. Braden gets put up quite often now on the Clegg's horses. We don't see Nick too much on the track. He kind of passed off that duty to Braden, and Harvey Hirschberger has been driving.
Yeah, Betty was talking about that in the speed office today, that Harvey's been working for them, picking up a lot of mounts, and Braden did a lot of stuff for them too. I don't know necessarily was working for them, but started to do some stuff for the barn, and obviously he continues to get a lot of drives from them, which is exceptional to build his career.
She's not the biggest filly in the world at all, is she?
Nope.
The second race, hometown of Colt Stakes, 3-year-old filly Pace. Blanket presented by D&E Lemonade, Canfield Fair. Number 5, Kylie Cash. Kimber Clegg, the Pennsylvania the owner. Betty Clegg, the winning trainer. Braden Rhodes in the stalky. Kylie Cash, the 3-year-old filly by Fear of the Dragon of the Glorious Virgin. Home a winner, 2 minutes, 3/5. Betty Clegg, the winningest trainer at the county fairs in the state of Ohio. Just moved ahead of Hank Levan second, and Rosie Weaver in the 3rd spot. New leader, the top trainer at the fairs in Ohio, Betty Clegg.
We will wait for that official rundown, but you heard it here first. So Betty Clegg is now the leading Ohio trainer on the county fair circuit. She was crowned that same title last year. Hank Levan's had a good year. I'm sure he might be at Wasion today. I bet Hank's racing somewhere, but I don't know where.
It's going to be one of those battles that goes like that because the Levans have a lot of horses too, and there's still a good another whole 40 days left in the fair season. So
We were talking yesterday. It's feeling kind of thin in our Huffs guide, though. There's a lot more pages to the right that we have, or excuse me, to the left.
Left, exactly.
To the left.
It's moved its way through.
Not as many pages to the right at all. I need to count. We have, of course, our passport program still going on. There is a man, his name is Richard. Met him this year. He is retired, and he's been to so many county
Richard
fairs.
Miller?
Is that his last name?
That's his name.
So you know who I'm talking about. And he told me yesterday, I signed his book at Burton, and he was kind of going on. I can't remember how many he's been to, but it was a lot. And I was like, I need to look at how many fairs I've even been to this year. I don't know.
He's been to 48, 47 or 48, because we saw him at Caldwell. And he said his goal was 50, and he already eclipsed it. So, like I told Frank, the OHHA, we got to give like the Richard Miller Award next year, because if you can go to that many fairs, then and he's like Steve. He double dips. He goes to 2 in the same day sometimes. But yeah, he's a super nice guy, and he's come by the booth to talk to us a bunch of times. But I really enjoy Richard.
The 2, Dances Susie. 2, the 3, Section Line Flame. 5, the 4, Angel in Paradise. 3, the 5, Kylie Case, the winner. The 6 was scratched. Top down, 4-2-5, 3-1. Bottom horse was scratched. The quarter, 29-4. The half, 1 minute. 3/4, 1:30. The mile, 2 minutes, 3/5.
Turning the page now, race 3 up next, the free-for-all pace, also part of the graduate series. This is going to be known as the Single G. This is a very full field, 8 horses. We've got 2 starting from the second tier in race 3, $3,500 purse, a handful of changes. We're going to walk you through those in just a moment. Join us back here after we thank our sponsors.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Mahoning County Fair in beautiful Canfield, Ohio. Don Tiger and Ashley Daly trying to give you some insight on a 10-race card here today. We've got 2 races in, still 8 to go. Apologize if some of our graphics are wrong. We're going to mention that a bunch of times today. They were programmed in before some redraws happened, so some of the races may be correct or incorrect, but we definitely have updated programs on harnessracingohio.com to get all the action. harnessracingohio.com. You can give your programs, and we'll give you the rundown in each race as well.
And guess what? That program is free.
I love free
We're not
things.
even asking anything for
Nothing.
it. So
Amen.
we know that they're incorrect. We do apologize, but they are free and available not just here, before every single fair.
Yep.
The Single G is up next. You stopped and talked to Woody
I did, yes.
about Single G just a little bit.
Just a little bit,
This
yeah.
free-for-all pace has been named the Single G for quite some time, I believe.
Yes.
Can you give us any insight before I give you what I found?
No, give
You
us
want
what
me to
you
get-
found because I'd rather get the technical stuff and not the hearsay.
All right. So Single G is known as the horse that time forgot. He really was a phenomenal racehorse, but it was so long ago that history is just kind of almost painted him out in a way, but that's why he's named. This race is named in his honor today. Single G was actually named in honor of the white marking on his forehead. He was sired and bred out of Indiana. In 1912, he was purchased, I think, as a yearling, so he would have been born in, 1911, for just $275.
Comparatively speaking, that might be like
I
27,000
know. We'll have
today.
to-
I don't know. I'm going to have to get a historian, but we're hearing a low number. But I think you could buy houses for $1,000 back then. So
From the ages of 3 until 16, they called him the Wonder Horse. He started in 434 heats and won 262 races, earning $121,000 in 1912. Here's our post parade.
Breakhouse Memorial Canfield Fair. The one, our Whiskey Cavalier, the driver Logan Eversole. The 2, Molly Cool with Daryl Moore. The 3, Boozer, the driver Braden Rhodes. The 4, Sparrow Hanover, Jason Thompson. The 5, Preclude, Emmanuel Miller. The 6, Officially My Way with Tyler Angus. The 7, Southwind Cocktail, Chris Hirschberger. And number 8, TSM Batman, Harvey Hirschberger in the sulky.
Finishing a couple thoughts on Single G. On September 26, 1923, he established a world record for 4 heats over a half-mile track when he won a match race at Bangor, Maine. Winning in, his fastest mile then was 1:58 and a half. So I'm not sure how that would correlate to what we do with our fifths today, but 1:58 and a half. At the age of 13, he retired at 17 and sired 81 performers. He did die in 1940 and was elected into the Harness Racing Museum and Hall of Fame up in Goshen, New York in the 1950s.
really cool. And we gave you that history because that's what this name is raced after, the free-for-all pace. And here's your participants in here. Our Whiskey Cavalier, the one. Rolette Troiler owns and trains this one. Logan Ebersol gets the lines today. 1 for 14 on the season, $11,000 in earnings. Finished 4th last time out at Northfield in a non-winner 1. Prior to that, raced in an open at Mansfield and won. So this horse has had 2 good efforts in the last 2. Again, we don't have our tote board, but one of the horses that don't appreciate the inside draw.
Our 2-horse, Daryl Moore, trains and drives Molly Cool. This is an 8-year-old mare by Sunshine Beach, just recently coming over to Ohio. On August 20th, raced up at Northfield in the Fillies and Mares, non-winners of 2,500, last 4. Just out of the money, but did pace her mile in 1:56 and 1. 5 wins on the year and 21 tries, $16,000 made, $121,000 made lifetime. Took a mark in 1:54 and 2 at Miami Valley earlier this year.
3-horse Boozer. Single G, the horse would appreciate a horse like Boozer. 36 starts in this season. Actually 37 because this horse raced yesterday at Burton. Finished 2nd that day. So this horse has got a mark of 55 and 2. Has been mainly racing in these signature areas, free-for-all events. A lot of 1st and 2nds on the card. And certainly he's the horse to beat here.
The 4-horse, Jason Thompson, now up for Corey Dayerman. Sparrow Hanover, this is a 5-year-old gelding by Captain Treacherous. Last start was at Northfield on August 13th, was 8th, placed 7th, so out of the money, but still went in 204 flat. $125,000 made lifetime. Took a mark last year at Scioto in 150-3.
5-horse Precrude, Rolette Troyer's second part of her non-coupled entry. Nathan Weaver owns. Emmanuel Miller has the lines. 0 for 10 on the season. Did go the Overland race last time out at Northfield. Has really been racing mainly on the Pari-Mutuel's first dive into the fair circuit.
Our 6-horse, Tyler Angus, Officially My Way. Tommy O'Donnell does send this 9-year-old mare by Artificial out. 5 starts this season, has yet to hit the board. However, taking a couple looks back at Northfield and the Fillies and Mares non-winners of 15 last 4. She did have a fourth place finish in 201-1. Just $800 made this year, but $236,000 lifetime.
7-horse Southwind Cocktail does start from the second tier. Rob Kernitsky trains and his wife Julie owns this horse. Chris Hirschberger has the lines today. 1 for 20 on the season. Source is another horse that's been mainly racing on the Pari-Mutuel circuit, but Bob's out of Butler, PA, him and his family. It's a short drive over to Canfield, and he does bring both the 7 and the 8 here.
Who is driving our 8-horse?
The 8-horse is Harvey Hirschberger.
Harvey,
so the
there
Hirschbergers
we go.
pick up both of the Krenitsky mounts here for sure.
Perfect. And that is our 8-horse. I believe it's pronounced TSM. Batman Harvey Hirschberger now going to drive this 8-year-old gelding by Western Terror. 3 back at Northfield and non-winners of 1,500. Did have a third place finish in 158 flat. However, going way back to June at the Meadows, is racing a little bit over there. And made a check and paced a mile in 153-4. Final quarter there, 28-2. Still looking for the first seasonal win, but has notched $72,000 in the bank over 110 lifetime starts.
And there's your field of 8. As Ashley alluded, we have a couple full fields today, and this is one of them, the Single G. This is sponsored by Hollywood Gaming, and they also call this the Ray Krause Memorial Pace here. So all 8 heading to the starting gate. 6 of them across. Both the 7 Southwind Cocktail and TSM Batman will race from the second tier. Still don't have our tote board up, and I'm not optimistic we will have it the rest of the day. Much like Caldwell, correct, Steve? So we'll do our best to guesstimate. Actually, they're not even announcing payoffs, so
yeah, they're not. You're right.
We can't even necessarily give you the results, but we do still have wagering here. We continue to have fans come into the grandstands. Great down by the rail. A lot of railbirds here today, too. It's a very well-attended fair, fun place to be, and just a cool place to be on a Labor Day weekend.
Something I failed to mention, we talked about Single G and his history as a racehorse, but why does Canfield have the race named after him?
I'm pretty sure he raced here.
Yeah.
That's my guess. I don't know. I remember Woody telling me that. That's why I said I don't want to go with hearsay, but I'm sure if we did pull his charts up, which
right.
I don't even know if we would have them at USDA
I would
from
say
1900,
no.
correct? Okay. I didn't think we would, but from what I was told by the historians here, he had raced at Canfield.
A full field. 8 horses behind the gate now. This is the free-for-all pace, the Single G. $3,500 up for grabs. I'll pass it on over to Roger Houston for the call of the 3rd.
Off and facing, that's Boozer going for the lead. On the inside, our Whiskey Cavalier. In between horses, Molly Cool gets away 3rd. Racing 4th, the end of the turn from the second tier at Southwind Cocktail. On to the backside they go. Coming to the outside, off stride, Southwind Cocktail. Down the backside, going to the 3rd quarter mark. Moving up on the outside, it's Sparrow Hanover now 4th. Racing 5th from the second tier, TSM Batman as they race by the first quarter station. Sparrow Hanover is next as they race around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Opening quarter, 29 2/5. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field and showing the way, Braden Rhodes with Boozer right there second. That is our Whiskey Cavalier. Third, Molly Cool, tipping to the outside. Sparrow Hanover now fourth, now third. TSM Batman fifth, tipping to the outside sixth. That is Preclude. Going to the backside, Racing seventh. Southwind Cocktail drilling the field down the backside. Go on to the 3/4 mark, officially My Way. On top of the field, it's Boozer opening up now by 2 1/4. Halfway home in 59 3. Past the 3/4 mark, racing third, our Whiskey Cavalier. A lot of separation for the first three. At the 3/4 in 1, 29 2, 29 4. Third panel, 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Boozer brings them into the stretch and opens up with each and every stride. Sparrow Hanover second, home third, our Whiskey Cavalier. It's all Boozer. $157 1/5.
Woo. Pretty nice mile put up there by Boozer. I mean, that race was really over as soon as they got out of the gate, wasn't it? Not a whole lot of movement in there at all.
No, powerful effort. This Boozer, he goes forward every week, and I was there today. Nick did take a shot at the track record at Carrollton earlier in the season, and this horse is a nice, good-looking horse too. A lot of flesh to him. Goes forward off the gate, and today didn't get any challengers and really got his way. Nice mile, though, 57 1. I'm not an exact time person, but I want to say they probably came a back half 58 and change. Would they get half, 59 3?
Yep, 59 3.
Yeah, so that's a half 58 2, back half. That's pretty good. Pretty nice effort today. It's a good track here.
Can't hear myself. Am I good? Don, there I am. I didn't.
You can hear yourself now. You can hear all of us now.
I don't know if I accidentally hit it or what was going on there.
No.
But Boozer, that makes for 11 wins already this season. Was second yesterday at, where was I at? Burton. It's not listed in the program here, but was on a little bit of a win streak before that as well.
Yeah, a lot of 1s and 2s in the program. Really, the only line here this horse didn't run first or second was at Northfield when they raced in an overnight race. This horse was fourth that day, individually timed 55 4. So
Clegg's already doubling up on the day. Braden Rhodes goes. That's back-to-back, isn't it?
Back-to-back.
It's the Single G Graduate Series event, sponsored by Hollywood Gaming and the Rake House Memorial Canfield Fair. Number 3, Boozer, owned by Kimber Clegg of Pennsylvania. Betty Clegg, the winning trainer, a training double. Braden Rhodes, a driving double here at the big Canfield Fair. 5-year-old Johnny the Huntsville of the Whiskey A Go-Go. Home winner in 157 1/5. Final half 57 3. Final quarter 27 4. Betty Clegg, Braden Rhodes, Boozer in the third.
You know what he said to me?
Results are official. Number 1, our Whiskey Cavalier, 3. The 2, Molly Cool, 4. The 3, Boozer, the winner. The 4, Sparrow Hanover, 2. The 5, Preclude, 6. The 6, officially My Way, 8. The 7, Southwind Cocktail, 7. The 8, TSM Batman, 5. Top down, 3, 4, 1, 2, 6, 8, 7. 5 on the bottom. The quarter 29 2. The half 59 3. 3/4 129 2. The mile 157 1/5.
We are going to already move on. That was a pretty nice mile. I had to flip my program back here to make sure that we weren't in any kind of track record territory, and we were not. the all-age pace here was set in 2023 by Tan Man, 1:53.3. I did not realize this track.
Oh, yeah, they
was
zip
that
around
fast.
here. Yeah,
Do
zip
they
around
really?
here. Oh,
Yeah.
they do. Yeah, that was a good mile in the last race, but I think tomorrow when you see a lot more boys going, they've got a chance to go some 55, 54 miles for sure tomorrow.
It is interesting, because usually you only see really, a free-for-all pace, a trot, doesn't matter, really once. But actually, this is not the big day for free-for-alls. And the Signature Series will actually be on Monday, known as, I believe it's the Canfield Trotting and Pacing Derbies, right? They go for
Correct.
quite a bit of money, I think.
Yeah, $12,000. What's really nice again over here, Hometown Colt Stakes, they don't charge entry fees into those. So very nice. Something that Woody and Canfield do. So you're able to enter the Canfield Pacing Derby and not even have to pay an entry fee.
Is that where we expect to see Charlie May?
Let's hope if the program shows up. I'm a little nervous now. I have no idea. I might not even be in. Although a lot of people have come up and asked me about it. So
What made you put Charlie, what was the draw to drop him in that race?
So we were entered in the Sire Stakes on Saturday tonight at
the
Scioto.
veterans, right?
Yes, the veterans pace, which we should have got into. We'll just leave it at that. But we didn't get to go racing there. So when someone takes your ball, you got to find another place to play with it. So that's all. And I will give credit to the guys, though, when we do the broadcasts. I was with Woody and Gary and a couple of the other guys and George Berlin, and they asked, hey, why don't you come racing a Canfield Pacing Derby? So I put things in the back of my mind, like Frank said the other day, because you got a mind of like an elephant, because we were talking about Maddie's Delight, that she raced third in the Next Generation. And I said, she had the 9-hole that day. And he's like, how do you know that? I'm just like, just remember she had the 9-hole. So I remember those guys mentioning to come over here, and I wasn't sure when the race was, but I knew I worked this fair, and honestly, I'm an ambassador of sport, and I've already had 4 or 5 people, maybe 10 people come up to me and thank me for bringing him over here. So it's cool. I don't mind. They've never had a horse make more than $1 million come over to race on this track. So it's a blessing.
Just yesterday, actually, on air, Kenny and I were talking about track records, and of course Charlie May came up because he has a pretty wicked track record over at Greenville. Dark County set that, maybe 3 years ago now?
Yeah, 2 years ago, 50 flat.
50 flat. I don't think that'll be touched. That should stand for a very, very, very long time.
Well, it might stand forever, and the only reason I would say that because they don't race the Regal as an aged anymore. If you had aged pacers, so you're asking a 3-year-old to go 50 flat over there, I don't know. I mean, but who knows? Whatever.
Do you have any hope to break the track record here tomorrow or Monday?
So I've already been asked that numerous times.
Am I just one on the list?
The answer is this. That's not the instructions.
Yeah.
But the answer is this. Me and Brett Miller. Brett Miller will be here to drive on Monday. So everybody wants to know that Brett Miller is coming to Monday. He will be here. A lot of people, Doug Thomas even asked me that this morning, who's coming to drive. I was like, Super Brett's coming. He has actually called me a couple times about it. So he's excited to come over here. But if the race unfolds that way, it could happen. But we're not there to do that. He's there to stay tight. But I'm a fan. I think he'll break it because I just know the horse, and we had him sharp for this weekend. So if the track's good, he'll have a good shot at maybe lowering that mark. We'll see.
Just another reason to make sure you're tuning in on Monday. But first, we got to get through today's program. Race 4 up next. We're going to go back to our freshman filly trotters. The second of just 2 divisions is going to be a full field of 7. Join us back here in just a moment.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug Winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio-sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Who feeds your need for new ideas for your family's best farm future? Ohio Farm Bureau. We work with our members to shape ag policy that will positively impact our industry. Farm Bureau is advancing business solutions to give you a competitive advantage. We help you gather information to stay ahead of important topics and technologies. Plus, Ohio Farm Bureau creates opportunities for growth. Ohio Farm Bureau, feeding your need for new ideas.
Thanks for joining us at the Canfield Hound, Mahoning County, right?
Mahoning County, yeah.
Mahoning County. This is one of the biggest fairs in the nation, definitely the biggest in Ohio. We haven't gotten to see a ton of it yet because we're just day one of our racing. Post time, of course, was 11, so we're just now headed into race 4.
Nice day here, a slight breeze, 70 degrees, little cool in the shade, but the sun feels fantastic. It's kind of showing that fall's on its way, and of course it's on its way because our Ohio State Buckeyes are playing in like 5 minutes or so, and it kicks off the football season. Yep, so they play a big game at Texas in the shoe today.
That was going to be my thing, right? And did they ever figure out, I heard, a few days ago now, maybe beginning of the week, there was a big dispute with, was it YouTube TV? Do you know guys what I'm talking about?
No.
They didn't know if they were going to get it on air.
Oh, wow.
You guys don't know about this?
No, I don't.
I swore. Look, Steven's like, are you crazy, Ashley? Maybe somebody can back me up in the comments. I swore beginning of this week there was a dispute.
To black it out.
That they were not going to come to agreement to broadcast the OSU Texas game today. Yeah,
it's a national game. It would be on ABC or something, but I guess
I saw. And sorry, we got a comment. I always lose my train of thought when people try to talk to me with my mic on, because people were very upset. There was a bunch of people I saw, like videos and such, like, I need to know now if they're not going to broadcast it because I will be buying a ticket and flying into Columbus
to watch the game.
To make sure I'm there for this game.
So thankfully that got worked out so you can be here with us today. So that's phenomenal. And the other good part is we do have these nice fancy gadgets here, and they can tell us how things are going on. So,
are you a big Buckeyes fan?
I am. I'm a transplant, like
I was
Duck
going to say,
Ballinger always
you've
says.
never lived in Ohio a day in your life, have you?
Never, but I spend all my time in Ohio. It's funny because someone called me the other day and said, Don Tiger, yes, I want to buy a racehorse and race it at the Meadows. And I said, no, you want to race in Ohio.
I would say I'm not your guy for that one.
And we started a discussion, and actually I have them coming to the fair tomorrow. They're going to come to the fair, or Monday. I keep saying tomorrow.
I know what you mean.
I'm so used to us going back-to-back days. It's weird to work off work. This is the only fair that I've ever seen that we do that, and I'm sure there's a madness to it. Probably with Brad Paisley in town tomorrow.
Well,
he's a lot more important than me in the horse races. So
well,
I
depends on who you ask. Brad Paisley was my first ever concert. Would you believe that? I was pretty young. I don't even remember how old I was. I grew up on country music and, that kind of. So I think it was with my mom. It was my first concert.
More nostalgia. My wife passed up a date with him.
Shut up.
No. How about that?
There's no way.
Yeah. So he's from Moundsville, West Virginia, in case you didn't know that. It's right in a community south of Wheeling, about 10, 15 minutes. But he was short, and she wasn't into short dudes. So, 6'2".
How does that make you feel?
She got the booby prize, but anyway, it happens,
Oh, man.
Always these small stories, and I've got a lot of more stories today, too, to talk about. Today or Monday.
You got to save some for Monday. You got to keep people wanting more.
There's a lot of good. I got so much material today to work with. It's crazy. You sit in the speed office for a while, you get all the stories you want.
Oh, no. That's at any track, any fair, any pari-mutuel, isn't it?
Pretty much so. But they're good ones. That's the one is a love story, so that's what made me think about it. Here's our post-bred.
Town of Colt 6, 2-year-old filly trot. Robert Corey Senior Memorial. Number 1, Dublin's Delilah, the driver Emmanuel Miller. The 2, Nothing But Win with Daniel Miller. The 3, Moolah in the Bank, Jason Thompson. The 4, Tom's Crazy Peach, Logan Ebersole. The 5, 7 Lick Image with Darren Harvey. The 6, Bianca, Braden Rhodes. And the 7, Betsy Ann, Tyler Angus in the sulky.
Yeah, to say, here's our 5 just coming back around for the post braid, but a field of 7. 7 is going to start from the second tier here. Again, we're gonna sound like a broken record pretty much all day today. We know that the graphics could be incorrect. We had some redraws and late changes to the program. If you would like to follow along with the correct program, it is now uploaded on harnessracingohio.com. This is the second final division of these 2-year-old filly trotters. Purse of $7,484. Dublin's Delilah on the rail with Herman Hagerman training. Manny Miller up to drive. This is a Volstead filly. 10 starts on the year with 3 seconds and 1 third place finish. We go a handful back to Mansfield on August 3rd. Did have a third there in 2:08 and 3. $6,400 made for Dublin's Delilah.
2-horse, Nothing But Win. Daniel Miller trains and drives for Riceland Acres. Spoke to Daniel Miller this morning and said she hasn't lived up to her name yet, but she will eventually. She's 0 for 5 on the season. She does have a second-place effort last time out at Canton. Prior to that was 5th at Mansfield. 3 back at Lisbon was a good third. Had a couple braking problems. She's slowly progressing. This daughter of Nothing But Class, I think we'll appreciate the inside draw. Added trotting hobbles 3 back, and that seems to help as she's got 3 straight checks and has stayed flat in 2 of those 3 efforts. Again, no toe port today, but she's one of the factors here.
Moolah in the bank. Scott Cox trains. Jason Thompson up to drive. This is an in-range filly out of a Cash Hall mare. 9 lifetime starts with a single win. That did also come back at Mansfield on August 3rd. One, not quite wire to wire, but basically there. And at 2:09 and 4 has also hit the board an additional 5 times. Made originally a $42,000 purchase. Looks like her last start at Canton, she had some issues and did make a break out of the gate and across the wire.
4-horse, Tom's Crazy Peach. Eli Miller owns and trains. Logan Eversall has the lines today. 1 for 8 on the season. Won a qualifier Northfield 205 and 1. Last time out, broken equipment, pulled up. 2 back, made another miscue. 4 back, a miscue, but way back on the program when raced at Carrollton. Nice wire-to-wire effort with Justin Irvine and the Sulky that day, 206. This one gets home pretty good, too. It's a lot of sub-30 lines and stuff as far as that goes. Added trotting hobbles in the last effort. They're back on today. If that keeps this one flat, certainly could be a factor.
Darren Harvey on the 5. A 7 Lick Image. This is another Cox trainee. This is a What the Hill out of a John Bro mare. 8 lifetime starts, and actually coming off of a second-place finish, back by just a length at Canton in 2:06 and 4. Final quarter there was 32 and 3. $6,100 made. Originally a purchase of $14,000 out of the Buckeye Classic.
6-horse, Bianca. Betty Clegg trains for Kimber Clegg. Braden Rhodes has the lines today. 0 for 16 on the season. 6 underneath finishes, though, on the board, second and third. 3 thirds, 3 seconds. Or 3 thirds, 3 seconds. Likes to go forward. This one's got the far outside post. And we'll move to the 7.
And the 7's going to start from the second tier. Betsy Ann, Tyler Angus in the bike for Levi Hirschberger. This is a full count filly. She's been a little bit at the fairs as well as the Buckeye. Has yet to hit the board in 8 lifetime tries. Last time out, though, at Canton, did have a 4th place finish in 2:13 and 3/5. We are behind the gate.
That's your field of 4 or field of 7, 6 across on the gate. Betsy Ann will trail from the second tier. We'll send it up to the voice of Canfield, Roger Houston, for the call of the 3rd.
They're off and trotting. Tom's Crazy Peach goes for the lead. Moolah in the bank gets away second. Up on the outside, 7 Lick Image into the turn 4th. It's Nothing But Win. Taking a seat 5th. That is Bianca. Treading the field as they race around the turn. That is Dublin's Delilah. Break off the gate. Making a break and trailing the field now is Moolah in the bank. Down the backside they go. Tom's Crazy Peach by a length and a half. Right there second. It's 7 Lick Image as they race by the opening quarter. Into the turn, going to the 3/8. Nothing But Win, racing third. Opening quarter in 33 seconds. Racing fourth, Bianca. Fifth, it's Betsy Ann as they race over to the 3/8 mark. Racing sixth, that is Delibbin's Delilah, and treading the field as they come to the halfway point. It's Moolah in the bank. All in straight alignment, halfway home, led by Tom's Crazy Peach. Racing second, Seven Lick Image as they race into the turn, going to the 5/8. Out moving on the outside. Here comes Bianca, Bianca, Bianca. Opening half, 105-1. On to the backside they go. Tipping to the outside as well. Dublin's Delilah. Down the back strides. Dublin's Delilah goes off stride. On top of the field, Tom's Crazy Peach has been there every step, leads by 2 1/4. Racing second, Seven Lick Image at the 3/4 mark. On the outside third is Betsy Ann trying to close the gap. 3/4 in 137-1. Midway around the final turn, we got a 2-horse battle from here. Tom's Crazy Peach brings him into the stretch. Seven Lick Image trying to close on the outside but can't do it. Coming home, it's all Tom's Crazy Peach and Logan Ebersole. Seven Lick Image, home third. Bianca, Bianca, Bianca.
5 in the photo, but I went 6, 7, 2, 3, and
The mile, 2:06 2/5.
So they went to the half in 105 and change, but got home in a minute and a piece here. 2:06 and 2, 4:56. Tom's Crazy Peach added trotting hobbles in the last effort and broke it to start. Not today. Stayed flat, stayed trotting, and as I alluded to on the pre-show here, this horse had been getting home in 30 seconds and stuff. One of the better horses at finishing up miles, and certainly finished up her mile very good today. This daughter of Long Tom pretty much wired them, wire to wire. Nice effort by Seven Lick Image to hold second, and Braden Rhodes with Bianca, Bianca, Bianca had a good battle for third. 4, 5, 6.
I'm gonna say I have 4, 5, 6, 7 unofficial, and we did have quite a few breakers, you know, pretty early on in that race, and that 7-horse was almost third, ended up, I think, unofficial 4th across the wire. Betsy Ann, that has got to be one of the most aggravating things. She was on a break. I mean, we weren't even in front of the grandstand, and she was on a break, and I almost wonder, taking a look at her lines, there's been 2 that we can see where she has stayed flat throughout, but she really likes to make a break early. I wonder if she's still kind of afraid of the starting gate. But she was starting from the second tier.
Yeah, I was just about to say, but, you know, that can be the same thing, too. It could be just afraid of the start.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get her rolling into that where either horses or metal bar across there hasn't really been educated for her.
And she, I mean, made up a ton of ground, though.
She certainly did. I mean, she photoed for third. She could easily been third in that race.
As the first win of the day for Logan Ebersole. Tom's Crazy Peach making her way back in front of the grandstand.
Take 2-year-old filly trot. Number 4, Tom's Crazy Peach. Eli Miller, West Farmington, Ohio, the owner trainer. Logan Ebersole in the sulky. 2-year-old filly by Long Tom and a Crazy Joanne. Home winner in 2:06 2/5. Final half, 101-1. Final quarter, 29-1. And that's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Long Tom.
4, 5, 6 is official, yeah.
Sounds like we're going to go official just here shortly. But are you seeing what I'm seeing on the apron?
Yes, that comes today. Yes. So just so you know, as we progress here today, we're going to see more and more folks because we have wiener dog races after our program. We used to have them in the middle of it.
Oh, man. It's after the program.
Yeah, so normally, you know, when they had them years ago, they were in between races.
Okay.
And we
Did they do like heats in between races?
They did,
okay.
Yes. So we'd have a horse race, then a heat, have a horse race, then a heat. But this year they're doing them at the end.
Gotcha.
So, yes.
I think that is the third wiener dog I have seen waddle their way through the apron.
You will see 100 in another hour. That's what I would tell you.
How many heats do they usually have?
10, 7.
Stop.
Yes, no, they do.
Well, this is such a big fair, right?
It's big.
Natural that so many people are going to just show up and bring their wiener dogs, their dachshunds. But that is a lot. Usually, I think Washington Courthouse might have, 2 or 3 heats total. I did not expect it to be that big.
Yeah, it's very, very big. It has been in the past anyway.
Do they go for money here?
I don't think so.
No,
I think it's a pride and a trophy thing.
Yeah, hey, I get it.
Yeah.
I think Washington Courthouse, there is. Oh, let's go to our official first.
Delilah 7, the 2, nothing but win 5, 3, move it in the bank 6, the 4, Tom's Crazy Peach, the winner, the 5, 7 Lick Image, 2, the 6, Bianca, 3, the 7, Betsy Ann, 4, top down, 7, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the bottom, the quarter 33, the half 105, 1, 3/4
Danny Portman.
137, 1, the mile 206, 2 fifths.
There we go. Official for the 4th. Kind of wrapping up. We will expect our wiener dog races here at Canfield. There is a circuit this year. As I open up, did you know that? Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Let me get my Huff's Guide. This is I remember putting in an ad in that Huff's Guide for Woody. So this is the 2025 Ohio Wiener Dog Racing Circuit. It does go between Home Talent, which of course Canfield is part of, and the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 11 fairs. So there's 11 different fairs that are now part of this.
Is there a final?
There is not really a final. You have your final at each race, but Washington Courthouse has been one of the only fairs that I've been to that host part of this wiener dog circuit, and they have a final, and I'm pretty sure it's $1,000, like wiener takes all.
I love it. No pun intended. Wiener takes all.
So I'm curious. Then we might have to ask Woody some questions if they have a winner takes all as well.
I will get that information for Monday. I certainly will.
And is this the only day that they host wiener dog races?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they have mule races on Monday.
Oh, stop.
Yes.
Do you know that I love mules?
Well, here's the best part. Those they're doing between the races.
Beautiful.
They start after race number 5. So mule races will be between this 5th and 6th, and I think 7th and 8th. Yeah, so you're going to in for a treat. They do it a little different over here at Canfield. Also, if you hear some of the noise in the background, I don't know if you pick up from any of our mics, we have a band right now playing Don't Stop Believin' from Journey.
We should just break out in song.
They play a bunch of other stuff too, so if you do hear that, they're right in next door to us in the grandstand for sure. So a lot of cool stuff. Man, I'm about to have the best weekend of my life. I had a great time at Burton yesterday. I'm seeing the Canfield Fair for the first time, and I get to come back and watch mule races. Yes. Oh, I'm excited. Yeah, a lot of fun stuff. Race 5 is going to come up next. It's going to be a field of 6. This is the second division of 3-year-old filly pacers. Not a whole lot of changes yet, but head on over to harnessracingohio.com for the correct program. We do know that the graphics are probably incorrect, but we will walk you through the entire field momentarily.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to OHHA.com. That's OHHA.com.
Wallem Racing has been racing and breeding winners for over 5 decades, specializing in the development of young horses racing in Ohio. We are currently looking for new partnership opportunities as the fall sales approach. Our facilities feature a half-mile all-weather track, a sand track, beautiful turnouts, and everything that is needed to set your next quarter filly up for success. Want to own your next resource and have fun doing it? If so, contact us today and join in on the thrill of Ohio harness racing.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
Welcome back to the Mahoning County Fair in beautiful Canfield, Ohio. Don Tiger and my sidekick Ashley Daly with you. We're bringing you 10 exciting races here. We got 4 in the books. We still got 6 more races to bring you. Takes us to race number 5. We apologize. Some of our graphics that come up may be incorrect for certain races. They had a draw and then they did redraw, so we apologize about that. But we will give you the correct entries, posts, horses. You can also go to harnessracingohio.com, harnessracingohio.com, and you can get our current programs for all of our fair tracks, but especially for today's. It is the correct one that has been uploaded to the website. Field of 6 here. We do score 6 across that Canfield. We do got some driver changes here for you. The 1, Lily Grace Hill, Tyler Angus on the 1, Lily Grace Hill. We still need a driver on the 6, Big Bad Beach Bunny. Once we get that, we'll bring that over to you as well. Just a great place to be if you're out and about on Eastern Ohio and you're looking for something to do this weekend. No better place to be than the Canfield Fair in Mahoning County. Great parking, huge facility here to get in here. We've got great racing today. We got great racing on Monday. They've got Brad Paisley here on Sunday, so even if you're not a harness racing fan, you can come Sunday as well to see the races, or not to see races, but to see the fair. And Monday, of course, we're here back for harness racing, and we're here for the rest of today for harness racing as well. 11 a.m. post. Some people were asking me, why did we move to 11? They're usually around noon. Well, we moved the post parade up to accommodate the truck pulls and stuff here because they have certain things to do at the fairgrounds here to get ready. Woody Woolham and all his crew here keeps everything going, but there is a little bit of everything here. I saw Cutco knife stands downstairs, plenty of food options. They've got good cinnamon roll place over by the speed office. We've even got a small museum here for harness racing fans. A lot of cool things to see. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, come on out and come to the Canfield Fair. Still waiting for some horses on the track for this race, for race number 5. Had a lot of driver changes. Expect a lot of driver changes again on Monday. We'll bring those to you as we have them. We do have wagering here too as well. Unfortunately, Ashley said the tote board was up this morning, but it seemed to go out. I'm not sure if something happened, but we do not have correct odds on any of the horses for you. I know that me personally as a fan, that's always a lot more fun when you can look out and kind of see the odds, see who might be an overlay. A lot of the locals who might listen to our broadcast that show up on fairs, sometimes we're able to give a few insights of a horse that might be a nice overlay to play, some things like that. But just grandstand continues to grow. We've probably got a good, I would say 1,500 people into the grandstands now. We've got great tarmac, a lot of people down by the rail. And here's your post parade for race number 5.
Colt Stakes, 3-year-old filly pace. Blanket presented by Lisbon Save-A-Lot. These are the horses. Number 1, Lily Grace Hill. The driver, Tyler Angus. Number 2 is Scratch. The 3, I Don't Know Who, with Chris Hirschberger. Number 4, Truly Old Times, Jason Thompson. Scratch the 5. The 6, Big Bad Beach Bunny, Emmanuel Miller in the sulky.
So there's your field for race number 5. We do have a scratch here, too. Bluey has been withdrawn, and Bluey will not be participating. Takes us down to a field of 5. 4 of them to the gate. The 6-horse will still trail. Here we go. Lily Grace Hill. Corey Diermont trains and co-owns with Cap Equine Estates. Tyler Angus has the lines today. This horse has had a real good year. 3 of 8 in the winner's circle. 5 of 8 on the tote board. 57-2 mark. Last time out, cut all the fractions. Just came up short in the end. Finished 3rd that day. One of the main contenders in here. 2-horse, PJ's Rocks. Ryan Deaton trains for Randy T. Young Stables. Elliott Deaton has the lines today. Scratched vet sick last time out. Prior to that, though, was a good 3rd. PJ's Rocks is out, too? Okay, all right. Well, we'll confirm that. He's not out there? Okay, well, we'll confirm that shortly. Then I'm counting 4 horses. Okay, so we'll get Steve. Thanks, Steve, for that. We'll go to the 3. I don't know who then. Chris Hirschberger trains and drives for CNC Stables. 0 for 14 on the season. Still a maiden, 0 for 23 in the career. Some tough posts in the last couple efforts, a little bit of breaking. This one's still getting educated and learning the game. Yep. And rounding out the field, Big Bad Beach Bunny. Emmanuel Miller is now going to be driving Big Bad Beach Bunny. Corey Diermont trains and co-owns this one, the Cap Equine Estates. This is the second half of the uncoupled entry for Corey. Same ownership, same trainer. Source is won big last time out, 11 lengths at Canton. Big effort, was favored that day. It was a seasonal debut, and a seasonal win, I should say. Last year, as a 2-year-old, took a mark 54-3. They paid $41,000 for this one at the Ohio Select Sale, so definitely some nice pedigree. That Big Bad Bretta, that mare, has thrown some very nice horses down by the seaside, down by the seaside. So well-bred, does have to navigate the second tier, but gets to follow the stablemate here. And this is one of those races these horses could get away 1-2 and finish 1-2. You never know. But only a tight, compact field of 4 going to the gate. And as Stephen did tell you, both PJ Rocks and Bluey are both scratched out here. So only a field of 4, owner's race where all 4 get paid with higher percentages.
With higher percentages.
So we like that. We like that for sure.
We are moving in behind the Mike Webkenberg starting gate. Race 5 of just 10 today. We are almost halfway through already. This is the second division of sophomore Philly Pacers. Here is Roger Houston.
They're off and facing Big Bad Beach Bunny. Goes right out for the lead. Lily Grace Hill gets away second. Into the turn. I don't know who. Racing third. Treading the field. Truly Old Times. Straight alignment early on. Down the backside. Going to the first quarter mark. Big Bad Beach Bunny and Emmanuel Miller shows the way, but not for long. Tyler Angus, Lily Grace Hill to take command at the first quarter. Racing third, I don't know who. Truly Old Times. Jason Thompson can see them all at the quarter. 29 3/5. Into the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Lily Grace Hill with the lead. Big Bad Beach Bunny is there second, gapped out third. I don't know who. Truly Old Times trails the field as the race by the stands first time, coming to the halfway point. Lily Grace Hill brings him to the half. Big Bad Beach Bunny second. I don't know who, followed by Truly Old Times at the halfway point. They're halfway home in 59 9-3. As they race into the turn, going to the backside in the 3/4 station. Lily Grace Hill continues to lead by a length and a quarter, but wrong way. Big Bad Beach Bunny staying right there second. On the outside, Truly Old Times now third. The trailer is I Don't Know Who as they race by the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:28.3. Midway around the final turn. Lily Grace Hill, the leader. Here comes Big Bad Beach Bunny on the move on the outside. Lily Grace Hill, Big Bad Beach Bunny on the outside. Looked him in the eye and went right on by. Big Bad Beach Bunny, Emmanuel Miller. Lily Grace Hill second. Truly Old Times was third. The mile, 1:58, 3/5.
1:58 3/5. Big Bad Beach Bunny was real bad in that race. That is the second win in a row, second win of the season. 1:58 3. Manny Miller, shot out of that gate. He wanted the front end. Didn't go wire to wire, though. Our stablemate kind of tried to put it to him.
Yeah, great effort. You were talking about Gary Martin taking 85% down of the pot at that free-for-all. Well,
I'm about to open it up. I'm going to tell you what the percentage is here.
We're got to be pretty close because Corey and Cap Equine Estates are going to take, I would say, somewhere 75 to 85% of that one as well. I'm going to talk a little bit about the track announcer there, though, because I know Ashley enjoyed the call. I was fortunate enough to ride over this morning with Roger Houston. Roger continues to keep a great schedule. Just yesterday, he was down at Shenandoah calling for Darrell Wood and those guys down there. He's been at Canfield forever, and he's been calling races forever. But we've got some amazing race callers in Ohio, but one of the tops is Mr. Roger Houston. It's fun to hear his race calls, very entertaining for the fans. People not even in our sport, in our sister sport thoroughbreds, know who he is and really enjoy him. So big kudos to Roger for a great race call there. He always asks me if he thinks he's losing it. I say he's sharp as a tack. He's still as good as he ever was. So great call on the winner, Big Bad Beach Bunny.
And kind of going back to the conversation, Corey is going to take 80% of the purse.
80%, okay.
For 1-2. This is the faster division as well of these 3-year-old filly pacers.
Six, Big Bad Beach Bunny. Cap Equine Estates of Youngstown. Corey DeErman of Youngstown, Ohio. Corey DeErman, the winning trainer. Emmanuel Miller in the sulky. 3-year-old filly down by the seaside of the Big Bad Beretta. Home a winner in 1:58 3/5. Final half a minute. Final quarter. 30 seconds flat. Big Bad Beach Bunny. Corey DeErman. Emmanuel Miller in the 5th. Blanket presented by Lisbon. Save a lot.
So there we have it. Race number 5 in the books. 1:58 3. 80% of the pot goes to Corey DeErman and Cap Equine. 614 unofficial. And I have to tell a story now because she just came by. Do you know who Gretchen is, the photo finish girl?
Oh, I mean, I've seen her in a handful of fairs, but I don't know her that well.
She just walked past with a little girl.
Okay.
So Gretchen's been doing the photo finish for a good long time. She's from Fairmont, West Virginia. For those that don't know who she is, she's got a big, beautiful smile. She's always happy. Very good. She has her little girl today. A couple years ago, I'm gonna guess 4 or 5. I just got to take a stab and say 4 or 5. 4 or 5 years ago, a Sir Roger Houston introduced her to a young man named Mike at the Canfield County Fair. And that gentleman married her. They got married, and that little girl is their daughter. So
really,
as we were talking this morning, Roger said I had something to do with this little girl being born. But of all places, they met. I guess Mike, I'm not exactly sure what he does. Again, I'm not positive, but he has to have some kind of tie into racing or being at the fair. He was here, and Roger kind of introduced them, and they started talking, and he said, like, 4 or 5 races, I still seen them talking. So there you go. A love connection was made at the Canfield County Fair. So you never know what you're going to find in Mahoning Valley County, but that's the love connection. And when she comes back by, I'll kind of point at her and stuff. But she has her little baby girl with her today, too. I'm guessing she's 3 or 4, I would be guessing, strictly making a guess. But Gretchen's super nice. She covers Caldwell with us and a lot of other places.
The 2 is scratched. The 3, I don't know who. 4, the 4, truly old times. 3, the 5 was scratched. The 6, Big Bad Beach Bunny, the winner. Top down, 2 scratch, 4, 3 scratch, 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 29 and 3. The half, 58, 3. 3 quarters, 128, 3. Mile, 158, 3/5.
As I mentioned, that was the fastest division of those sophomore filly pacers. The earlier division went 2 minutes and 3/5, and we finally see that sub 2-minute mile here in Big Bad Beach Bunny, 158 and 3. Turning the page, race 6 up next. We're going to stick to sophomore filly trotters, actually. $6,604 on the line. We have no changes in the field of 5. Join us back here in just a moment.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead's sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year, Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
Have you heard about Bob? It's the Buckeye Owner Bonus, the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association's new incentive program. The program is for people who purchase yearlings or retain their homebreds out of mares registered and eligible for the OHHA's Breeders' Award program at the upcoming 2025 sales. The total bonus will be 1/2 the amount designated for that year's Breeders' Award program. For more information about the Buckeye Owner Bonus, visit OHHA.com or call 614-221-3650.
We just heard about Bob. We just wrapped up also our first yearling sale of the season with the blooded horse. Don, what's your plans? Do you have any plans? Buy any babies?
Nope.
You really don't buy babies, do you?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I'm kind of like a one-trick pony. I get a new baby every year, and I just either race or sell that one.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy with that, you know. And you have to understand, my situation's a little different than everyone's because I don't have any partners.
Yeah.
So when you don't have any partners and you got to pay stakes fees and payments, it can get expensive. So I don't have Steve Taylor's money, so I'm in trouble. You know, I don't have your money, so I got to watch my P's and Q's. You know.
Oh my goodness. So I think I've really the last 3 or 4 fairs I've been on. I've been telling everybody that I'm itching. I'm itching to get back in the game.
Well, sure you're itching when you get Pet Project in the barn, and
I will never own.
Mom is
Listen.
happy. And the other day, I got to tell you this, Steve. I'm at Scioto Downs. I see this woman flying to the winner's circle. She wasn't touching the ground when this horse Pet Project won.
When was
She's
that?
just so excited when this Scioto. I don't know what it was. 3-4 weeks ago.
Would have been a state fair.
Yes.
I was a mess.
Yes.
If you're talking
That's
about
what
me.
I'm saying. I'm telling you, you had wings. You didn't touch the ground. The pavement, your feet were going so fast, and you were so excited, and your smile is beaming, and you're like, oh, my. And good for you and Mom. I mean, but we're always looking for the next pet project. So
Right.
when you have a pet project.
That's a homebred
you
for
look-
us, too.
See, there
Yeah.
you go. When you have one, you're looking for another one. You're always looking for the next horse.
But I'm sitting, I don't know if you saw me on my phone pull out my credit card a minute ago. I was making sure my USGA license was good
Get
to
that
go
number
there.
up to date, young lady.
I don't know if I'm going to get in the baby game. I really want to get in the baby game, but you know how hard it is, too,
Baby game's
right?
harder. It's better to buy what you know.
Right,
And I know
and
we
so-
talked about that off the air. You've got other things you're looking at doing, and that's what you should do because what you see is what you get. When you get a baby, I mean, you can even ask Corey Diermont because there's a horse in this Home Talent Series. I think they paid like $148,000 for, and the horse is struggling. Can't win at the fairs.
Right. They don't know what you pay
don't
for
know.
them.
No. Once you pull the gavel down and you pay for them, they're all at the same level. You know?
That's true.
And here's your post parade.
Trot, United Extrusion Guys Incorporated. Number 1, Chrome Trim, the driver Elliott Deaton. Number 2, Dublin's Martini with Braden Rhodes. The 3, Countess Pearl, Jason Thompson. The 4, From Beyond, Lanny Merriman. And number 5, A Long Way, Tyler Angus in the sulky.
Here's your field for race number 6, compact field of 5. No program changes. The 1 horse Chrome Trim, Isaiah Strake trains for Terry Strake and Isaiah Trake of Navarin, Ohio. Elliott Deaton has lines today. Chrome Trim's 0 for 10 on the season, does have 2 third-place finishes, has made $9,000 on the circuit. Look at last year, though. Nice effort, $45K in the bank, 57 mark as a 2-year-old. Isaiah's had some braking problems with this one, but, I mean, when this one does stay flat, very much is a big factor and shows plenty of speed. So inside draw can only help keep this one close. Needs to stay flat to be a big factor.
Dublin's Martini is going to lead from the second post position. Braden Rhodes up for Betty Clegg once again. This is an Uncle Peter out of a credit winner mare. Has hit the board 14 times in 19 tries this season, $28,000 in the bank in 2025. Coming off of a wire-to-wire win at Canton in 206. This is one that hasn't made a whole lot of mistakes this year. Unfortunately does have a break, but that was some time ago at Napoleon.
3 horse Countess Pearl. James Chris Jr. trains for Sharon Johnson of Lisbon, Ohio. Jason Thompson has the lines today. 2 for 4 on the season and been doing this at the Parimutuel racetracks, which is Northfield. So obviously we know this one gets around a half. Hasn't shown the best gate speed, but boy, does this one come home every single week. Seems to just pick up horses and track them down. Again, for 2 wins and 4 starts, 1 third-place finish, so 3 of 4 on the board. Last time out, made a miscue and missed the ticket then. Other than that, has been, like I said, 1-2. They paid $10,000 at the Buckeye Classic Series. Already been got that money back as this one has $11,000 on the card. This one will be coming late.
Our 4 horse, Lanny Merriman, trains and drives From Beyond. This is a Flex the Muscle, owned out of Illinois, actually. 20 lifetime starts, has yet to break the maiden, but still has about $5,700 in the bank. Last time out at Canton, did have a 4th place finish in at 209-2. Last time this horse hit the board was at Lisbon on July 28th. Had a 2nd place finish in 211-1. Final quarter there, 31-3.
5 horse Along the Way. Miles Woolham trains for Robert Klein of Millersburg, Ohio. Tyler Anglis has the lines today. Another maiden here, 0 for 17 on the season, or 0 for 17 in a career, 0 for 10 on the season. But look at that, nice 5 third-place finishes. This one's been able to rally into it and pick up some nice checks. Has made $5,700. We score 5 across here, so this one will be on the far outside.
It is 5 across?
6 across.
6 across.
Yep. 5 across for
I've
this
definitely
race.
been
Yep.
not paying attention
Yep.
then. Kind of that around that first turn. What a pretty picture that is. Those blue skies, some clouds, and you talk about some nice speed barns. I got to walk through momentarily. They take such great care of this property here, don't they?
Super nice care. Like I said on the air a few times, if you're looking to come out and get interactive, Delaware, Ohio, Zanesville, those fairs, the Little Brown Jug's awesome. You get to interact. But this is another place you can walk right past the horse flesh here. Even look at our picture there as Steve's got it. We've got a ton of horsemen up around the rail that stand right by the fence there. So, I mean we got a nice crowd on our tarmac here. People, railbirds here. We've got a good crowd here. Just a really cool place to come watch harness racing. And if you're close on Monday, come on over. If you're still close today, we've got still another 5 races to go. Feel free to come by and visit us. Got passports to sign. We'd gladly get you any of those stamped. I'm surprised Richard Miller isn't here today.
He told me he was going. I think he's going to be at Canfield on Monday.
Monday, okay.
He told me, shoot. I saw him yesterday, Burton. I think he was going maybe to Wasion today, which is not close, if anybody's wondering.
Burton's a haul for him, too, because I want to say
He's
lives
from
west.
Attica.
Yeah, he's from Attica. Yeah. He's a beast, man. I love talking to him, though, because he's always happy, and he's got his little water with him and his passport, and he's just happy to be able to come watch racing. And great fan for our sport, and I enjoy talking to him.
He's always fun. This is the first year. I think he just recently retired. So he was not part of our passport program last year, and then because now he has a whole bunch of free time.
I'm going to work on Frank getting the Richard Miller Award. I'm telling you. And you go to 50 fairs, you have to get some kind of award.
And because it's the mileage, too. It's not like they're all close to him. Like listen, as somebody who spends a lot of time in a vehicle as well.
We know, right? We know what it's like to go to 2-3 hours to every event. So.
Every single one. That's what next week is crazy for me, too. I'm going to round out Canfield here on Monday, and then I'm at Wasion, which is like over 2 hours north for me, and then I'm at Kenton, which is actually not only like an hour and a half, but I'm at Kenton for 2 days, and it's just when you're doing round trips, it piles on pretty quickly. We are behind the starting gate, race 6, this first division of sophomore filly trotters. A field of 5. Let's see what we can get done here today. Roger Houston with the call.
They're off and trotting. Dublin's Martini goes for the early lead. Up on the outside, a long way. Getting away third into the turn, Chrome Trim. Trotting fourth, that's From Beyond. And trailing the field, following the early break, Countess Pearl. Straight alignment down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, it's Redlands Martini and Braden Rhodes leading the pack, racing second. That is a long way with Tyler Angus trotting third. Elliot Deaton with Chrome Trim racing fourth. Lanny Merriman From Beyond, and trailing the field, Countess Pearl for Jason Thompson. Can see them all. Opening quarter, 31-3. Round the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Dublin's Martini's been there every step, leads by a length and a quarter. Right there, second, a long way as they pass the stand of the first train, coming to the halfway point. Chrome Trim third, racing fourth. From Beyond, off stride. Countess Pearl making another break at the halfway point. Into the turn, going to the 5/8. They're off the half in 103 4/5. To the backside they go. Dublin's Martini continues to lead the way. No challenger as yet. A long way, racing second. Here comes Elliot Deaton. Chrome Trim on the move and goes off stride. Racing up the inside, From Beyond, now third at the 3/4 mark. Back trotting fourth, Chrome Trim. The trailer remains Countess Pearl at the 3/4 mark. Opening up a bit, Dublin's Martini now by a length and 3/4. Racing second, a long way, ready to challenge. 3/4, 135 2. Around the final turn, Chrome Trim makes a break. Into the stretch they come. Dublin's Martini with the lead. A long way second. Coming home, it's all Braden Rhodes. Dublin's Martini. A long way second. From Beyond is third. The mile, 2:07.
2:07. Or no.
207.
Yeah,
yep.
and 2, right? Or was it no?
No, 207
Why
flat,
did
I
I
think,
just
yeah.
Why did I just write a 2 down? I don't know what I'm doing today. 207.
Dublin's
flat.
Martini made a very nice impression on the racetrack. I thought when she came out, she looked really good. I should have mentioned something like that, but raced really good.
Yeah,
you know.
Went wire to wire yet again. That is 2 in a row for Dublin's Martini. The Cleggs and Brayton are going to pick up what? Their triple? They're 3
That's a
on
triple.
the day, I
7
think.
to 20 now, that one on the season. Nice effort by a long way. And Miles Woolham, this horse has finally cracked the exact in 18 starts. I'm sure he's very pleased with that effort, too. 2-5-4. And Lanny Merriman, always a nice jokester in the speed office this morning when he came in as well. Rounds off the trifecta. 2-5-4.
You noticed the 5 when it was warming up earlier.
Yeah, I as both of us are, we've been around a lot of horse flesh for a long time. You get to see other things. You like certain things, horses, mannerisms, and things they do, but I do like prancers and stuff when they're kind of out there showing off a little bit. It's kind of like a girl or a guy when they put their makeup on, or a guy shows his muscles, you're trying to get the other side of the species interested in you. So, it's nice to see a long way. She's come a long way, so.
Here's our presentation.
Dublin's Martini. Kimber Clegg, the owner. Betty Clegg, the winning trainer. Braden Rhodes in the sulky. 3-year-old filly by Uncle Peter out of Perfect Martini. Home a winner in 2:07. Blanket presented by United Extrusion. To Dublin's Martini. Betty Clegg. Braden Rhodes in the 6th.
I'm going to wait for the official. Our tour board is apparently not going to work at all today, but I have them across the wire 2-5-4-1.
Also, for the diehard harness racing fans that care a lot more about me and Ashley and the harness racing than the Ohio State Buckeye game, and you're not watching in the background, we'll at least give you an update. 0-0. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. So a lot of defense so far, which we'll take. That's what we want to do because they got that Arch Manning or the Manning guy, and we're holding him in check so far. So good update for the Bucks that 0-0 currently is the score. So.
Our couple in front of us have it on their phone, too.
I just saw. Oh, so we're watching. Okay. Here I'm thinking I'm trying to do something that's helpful, but we'll keep you updated still to our listeners because I know we got some diehard people that just want to watch harness racing and put the Bucks in the background.
Martini, the winner. The 3, Countess Pearl, 5. The 4, From Beyond, 3. The 5, A Long Way, 2. Top down, 4-1-5-3, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 31-3. The half, 103.4. 3 quarters, 135.2. The mile, 2:07.
That does it. Race 6 now in the books. Flipping the page. 7 is up next. This is actually going to go back-to-back with our 3-year-old filly trotters. Another field of 5. Just a couple of changes if you are following along with the program. Logan Ebersol will now drive the 2, Miss Snickers, and the 3, Petra is going to be Harvey Hirschberger. We will introduce the field in just a moment. Let's thank our sponsors first.
Cool Winds Farm is one of Ohio's premier standardbred breeding farms. Cool Winds stands the popular Dancin' Yankee, jug winner Southwind Aussie, and the royally bred Western Fame. Cool Winds Farm is proud to present our yearling consignments at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 12th, and at the Standardbred Horse Sale in Harrisburg during the Cool Winds of November.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614 614-292-6661.
The Ohio equine industry needs your help. I'm Scott Mogan, president of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association. With over 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. That means jobs that pump millions of dollars into the local economy and support thousands of families. For Ohio's equine industry to remain strong, we need to send a clear message to our legislators about the important role that the agricultural small businesses play in Ohio's economy. To do that, we need your help. PACER, the Political Action Committee for Equine Racing, helps support and inform on issues that could positively affect Ohio harness racing. Please consider a donation to PACER. To donate, visit our website at ohha.com or call 614-221-3650. Your donation will help keep harness racing strong in Ohio. Thank you for your support.
Thanks for joining us. It is quite the day already at the Canfield Fair. It is beautiful. The track is fast. We've seen, how many sub 2-minute miles? Maybe just 2 so far. Our trotters,
yeah, I think we got 2.
Are going a touch slower than our pacers, but our fillies, our girls are showing out today.
Yeah, some nice efforts, couple of nice races. Race number 2, we had 3 or 4 horses across the track there. Race 3, Boozer did go 57-1. He had a nice effort. And then 58-3 for Big Bad Beach Bunny. So we got 2 sub-minute 2 miles so far, but maybe a couple more to come as we get into the 3-year-olds. You never know. This race in particular, 3-year-old filly trotters. Just 2 program changes for you. Luke Ebersol in the 2, Miss Snickers. Petra, Harvey Hirschberger on that one. And the other horses will go as programmed.
We, I think while we were on commercial break, you guys didn't get to see it, but we now have the Great Wiener Dog Derby starting gate prepared and ready to go for after the races.
They go 10 across here too, just so you know, for the Wiener Dog races. We don't do any trailers. We put 10 in the gate and we let them come out and do what they got to do for sure. Some other nostalgia too. Lee Corso, for anyone know, he's the long time kind of, I guess, ESPN analyst. It's always kind of neat. He always puts headgear on for the team that he picks to win the game. And today was his last day on the job. And guess what game he was covering?
OSU, Texas.
Yeah. What headgear do you think he put on?
Oh, the Buckeyes.
He put Brutus Buckeye on his head today. So for anyone that did not see the start of the game, maybe because they partially were blacked out, I have no idea. But if you didn't, you can Google it. But Lee Corso did pick the Bucks to win today. So what a way to go out. He's had a storied career. And I always like it. He's entertaining. I always love to see when he puts the garb on of the team that he picks. So pretty neat.
Now, we've talked about, handicapping throughout we've only worked together a couple times, but we usually will bring in, the prize payouts. Unfortunately, our tote board isn't working today. Do you do much of the sports betting? Is that?
I do. Yes, I love the sports bet. Yeah. And that's what I say on the air when I always talk about as far as some of our fairs don't have wagering. It just doesn't excite me as much. I cover them. I mean, like Woodsfield, I was there a couple weeks ago. It's a fun fair, great racing. But it always makes it a little more exciting when you can bet $2 on it and just have some fun, So as far as that goes, I did make a wager. One of my students in class asked me on Wednesday because I teach college on the side. It's funny because I teach economics. He doesn't want to know about interest rates or PE ratios. Mr. Tiger, what do you like in the big game this weekend? And don't ask what game. You know what game. And I'm like, Bucks are home and they're a slight favorite. I don't know. And then actually the wagering came in on Texas, so I was able to get the Bucks as an underdog. So just $100, nothing big, but we'll see what happens.
Looks like we're already ready for our post parade. Here's Roger.
Full stake 3-year-old filly trot.
Don Irvine.
Blanket by Salem and Vets, page 45. Number 1, Curious George, the driver Chris Hirschberger. Number 2, Miss Snickers, Logan Ebersol. The 3, Petra with Harvey Hirschberger. The 4, Sudden Rinse, Emmanuel Miller. And the 5, Count on Luna, Darren Harvey in the sulky.
there's a young man that listens to his mom and parents and Roger Houston. Darren Harvey took a turn there and made sure he was in order. So he was the fifth horse in the post parade and the fifth horse that went past us.
Say Roger's usually pretty serious about that.
You want to start us off?
Sure, let's do it. Curious Georgie, Chris Hirschberger will drive for Dan Walski. This is an Uncle Peter filly. 3 wins already in 10 tries on the season. She's actually coming off of a win as well. Despite a break at Jefferson, she came back to win by a head in 2:08.3. Start before that, though, she did step it up into the Buckeye Stallion Series at Scioto Downs. Unfortunately, that second-tier post-10 start looks like it got to her, but she did still trot her mile in 156.2, $22,000 made on the year.
2-horse Miss Snickers make the driver Logan Obersall. Logan Obersall will drive the 2 Miss Snickers. Isaiah Strake trains this horse for the Good Cookie Ladies of Navarre, Ohio. 0 for 14 on the season, but 7 times second or third. 50% in the money here, $9,000 on the card. Not too bad. Was 10 of 14 last year. This horse likes to get checks. Even last time out, made a break, came back and salvaged a 4th. Prior to that was a good second at Wellington and a good 3rd at Jefferson. So owner's race, everybody gets paid in here. This one has a good inside slot and should get some rewards.
Petra out of Katy. This is an Uncle Peter. Harvey Hirschberger now going to drive Petra for Betty Clegg. 15 starts on the year with a single win. Not sure when that was. Looks like he's been having some issues lately, whether it's braking or just, a scratch for transportation. Last start out at Ken did make a break behind the gate and finished 6th, back by quite a few lengths in 2:07.3. Just $6,800 on the year, which isn't bad, but compared to last year, this horse just isn't coming back as strong. If my memory serves me correctly, this filly actually started with Jeff Neishonger earlier in the year, and I think the Cleggs bought her kind of mid-season. $37,000 made lifetime for the 3.
4-horse Suds and Ritz. Herman Hagerman trains for Hagerman Racing. Martin Yoder and Lucinda Belcher. Emmanuel Manny Miller has the lines today. Conversely to the 3, not having a great season. This one's having an amazing season. 40,000, just shy of 40,000 earnings. 8 of 20 in the winner's circle. 7 second and third place finishes. So 15 of 20, 1, 2, 3 here. Big, powerful effort last time out at Canton. Blowout win, 1 by 3. 203 was favored that day. This horse, even from the 8 post at Northfield, was able to run a game third, 4 back in the Buckeye Stallion Series. So this is a legitimate contender here. 12 lifetime wins. Again, we don't have a tote board, but if we did, I think this one is your odds-on favorite.
Our 5 rounding out the field, Count on Luna. Darren Harvey trains and drives this full count filly. Also owns, and guess what? Also bred. This year, 13 starts in 2025, has hit the board a handful of times, 8 times total. Half of those have been victories. Last win came 3 back at Is it Zanesville? It is Zanesville, not Field. It's Zanesville, and at 2:04.2, won by about a half of a length. Final quarter there, 29.2. $18,000 made on the year, but $63,000 made lifetime for Count on Luna. She was just originally a $9,000 purchase out of the Buckeye Classic and took her lifetime mark at Scioto last year in 158.3.
And that's your field of 5. Some nice flesh in here, a bunch of good ones. They'll be heading to the gate here shortly.
Don, I'm going to start creating like a Don Tiger bingo card when you're on air. One of the boxes is going to be Don Tiger says horse flesh.
And see how that one, you got that. You check your card off. What's the next one? That's good.
We are going to go ahead and get moving to the backside. The wings aren't quite open yet on the starting gate. The field of 5, the last division, and the first division of the sophomore filly trotters did go in 2:07 flat. Very possible, though, that we're going to go quite a bit faster in this division.
I think so. The Suds and Ritz and Count on Luna, some nice horses, and Curious Georgie's good in his own right, and some of these other ones, too. Don't sell them short either. It's a good compact field of 5, and we'll send it up to the voice, Roger Houston, for the call of the 7th.
They're off and facing off-stride. Suds and Rinse at the start. Going for the lead, that's Curious Georgie. Up on the outside, Count on Luna, battling for the early lead. Getting away third, Petra. On to the backside they go. Racing fourth, Miss Snickers. Treading the field, but back trotting, Suds and Rinse. Down the backside they go. The leader is Count on Luna. Darren Harvey showing the way to the opening quarter. Curious Georgie with Chris Hirschberger right there second. Gapped out, racing third. It's Petra with Harvey Hirschberger. Opening quarter, 30 2/5. Now around the turn, in fourth is Miss Snickers with Logan Eversole, and trailing the field, Suds and Ritz with Emmanuel Miller. Passing his hands first time, coming to the halfway point. It's Count on Luna showing the way. Racing second, Curious Georgie. Third, Petra. Racing fourth, Miss Snickers. The trailer remains, Suds and Ritz. As the race over to the half, 101 1/5. On to the backside and the 5/8 mark. Count on Luna and Darren Harvey continue to lead. Open up a bit, now by a length and 3/4. Curious Georgie is there second. On the move on the outside. Now third and closing in with every stride. Miss Snickers racing fourth. Petra at the 3/4 mark. The trailer Ritz. 3/4. 1, 2. Around the final turn. Out and moving on the outside. Here comes Curious Georgie. Into the stretch they come. Count on Luna with the lead. Curious Georgie closing on the outside. Miss Snickers 3 wide through the stretch. Count on Luna with every stride. Curious Georgie, but it's Count on Luna. Curious Georgie, Miss Snickers.
Good. What?
3/5.
202 and 3. Pretty good effort.
Quite a significant jump from the last division, right?
Exciting race, too. I mean, well, first off, we lost our favorite at the beginning of the start. Suds and Ritz, I'm sure, who was 1 to 5, 1 to 2, whatever in here. I'm not sure. Jumped at the start, so that completely changed the complexion of the race. Darren kept Count on Luna flat, got out of the gate, and was just cruising along there. But Curious Georgie was really gobbling up ground in the stretch there. And Dan Walski was in a accident. He had a 2-year-old break every bone in his face.
What?
And yeah, he was telling us in the speed office, and he looked pretty good, but
it was this year.
It was just a couple weeks ago or whatever.
My
He went to the
goodness.
emergency room. He had to go to a specialist and everything because they beat him up pretty good. He actually looked great, but he got pretty injured, and I'm sure it feels a lot better, that jaw, after that good second-place finish. All right, nice effort by Curious Georgie. Had a win last time out, and then a very game second today. I really think that one would have got up if it got a little more racetrack, but Count on Luna does hold on. 5-1-2. Nice effort by Miss Snickers as well. 5-1-2, unofficial, 202 and 3.
I think they went the back half in 101 and 2. Last division went in 207, so we chopped off a ton of time here to go in 202 and 3. Darren Harvey had a pretty decent day yesterday at Burton as well.
Official winner of the 7th race, 3-year-old filly trot, hometown of Cold Stake. Blanket by Salem Amvets post 45. Number 5, Count on Luna. Owned, trained, and driven to victory by Darren Harvey. Canton, Ohio. 3-year-old filly by Full Count of the DJ's Caviar. Home winner in 202 3/5. Darren Harvey. Count on Luna in the 7th. For official, number 1, Curious Georgie. 2, the 2, Miss Snickers. 3, the 3, Petra. 4, the 4, Suds and Ritz. 5, the 5, Count on Luna, the winner. Top down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 on the bottom. The quarter 30-2, the half 101.1, 3/4 132, the mile 202, 3/5.
I'm good, thank you very much. Oh. We're passing around cookies over here. Don's just a guy. You're a guy that a lot of people like, I guess.
I don't must have did something right along the way.
You, well, eventually we'll get to race 8, but you mentioned, what was it? We were talking before we introduced the last race. I just teach college part-time. What?
Yeah.
I know what you do.
You do know what I do.
I do know what you do. But will you tell everybody, you're kind of jack of all trades, it sounds like.
Yeah, I do a ton of stuff. So I have 2 full-time jobs. My 2 full-time jobs are I'm a mortgage banker. I fund both commercial and residential fundings all over the U.S., and then I also am a full-time financial planner. So I do both of those. They kind of correlate together. And then in addition, I teach college on the side. Night class, 6 to 9, 1 day a week. Wednesdays doesn't affect my life. And I also do mediation for divorce work. And I'm a notary.
I didn't know all this.
Yeah, which means I also sign papers and do some cool stuff like that when people need legal stuff. I do consult for contract work with basically legality in the financial world. In fact, I have a job interview next Friday that I don't want, but they begged me to do the interview, so I would. And then I do this for fun. So, like, it's kind of cool. But, yeah, I got a lot of things that I got to do. So.
I was say, yeah, how do you keep your head on straight?
I don't. It spins.
That's
like that whatever, that Beetlejuice thing. Mine just keeps spinning around. But
well, you seem to be pretty on it when I work on air with you, though. I'll give you that.
There you go.
And okay, so I really will.
You got it, that bingo card. Let's get it, because let's see how many I can get. That way you and Steve can each have one, and you switch them around. And then when I say my euphemisms and stuff, bingo! Like we get to race 7, and one of you will get a prize like Richard Miller.
This isn't your last fair, is it?
No, I have
you're back here Monday with me.
I'm back here Monday with you, and then I have a really odd one that I do. I do Old Washington over by Belmont, which is over by Cambridge, on a Wednesday afternoon. Yeah. I think that might be my last fair. I don't know. I have to check my schedule.
If my day allows it tomorrow, I might come Monday with a couple bingo cards.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have some fun, man. And I think you're with me at Old Washington, aren't you?
I
thought you were on the schedule.
Be.
I think you're on the schedule. Yeah.
Shoot! Look at us.
Okay.
We're just gonna.
What's better than Wednesday afternoon at Old Washington?
When is this? Is this next week?
No, it's like the 15th or 12th or something.
Oh, so it's probably.
It's either Jug Week or the week after.
It won't be Jug Week because we'll be out of commission that week.
That'll be the week after Jug Week.
All right, so we got plenty of time. If I don't get it done tomorrow, we'll have a
Bring that bingo card
by Old Washington. And if you're lucky enough, I'll put it up on OHHA and you can play along with us.
I can't see it, though. I'll have to keep my eye out because I'm the actual I'm the entertainment that as I say things, you can cross the
You're
line.
always the entertainment. Race 8 up next. We are getting to the back end of the program here. We're going to get to our 2-year-old filly pacers now. The first division is going to make their debut in race 8. $6,620 and still a full field of 5. Join us back here in just a moment.
In Ohio, Hickory Lane Farm has the stallions you are looking for, like What the Hill, Uncle Peter, and In Range, as well as Branded by Lindy, Jug winner Luz Pearlman, Racing Hill, and Guardian Angel Oz. Hickory Lane will offer a host of Ohio sired yearlings this fall, including 6 by In Range, 5 by Uncle Peter, 4 by Guardian Angel Oz, and 1 by What the Hill. Find out more at hickorylanefarm.com.
History, tradition. For over 100 years, 2- and 3-year-old trotters and pacers have started their careers on the tracks of the Home Talent Colt Stakes. See the future stars of Ohio harness racing at one of the Home Talent's 15 tracks. The stars of tomorrow are racing at a track near you today. The Home Talent Colt Stakes. You can't win them if you aren't in them.
you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC oil. It makes a world of difference.
Don, you want to bring us back in?
You do it. I'm too excited. You just heard you got married, so that's cool.
I can't believe you didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Come on. Well, it was kind of a, I'll let you have it because I did not have an actual wedding or anything. I pretty much eloped. I was engaged for 6 months. We flew out to Colorado, exchanged our vows, and then flew to Italy for a honeymoon.
No, that's really
That
cool.
was,
How was Italy? I've been there. Did you like it?
It was great. It was great. So I do a lot of international travel. Jack has done quite a bit too, but he usually travels for work.
Okay.
He easiest way to he is civilian, but he works for Department of Defense in the Air Force, and so he works with Korea and Greece. Those are the countries that he's been to the most. So it was our first international trip together, and Italy was fun. We were actually very far north. I ate more German style food than Italian.
So you were up by Lake Como then?
Yes, that's exactly where I was, and then I kept going north too.
Okay.
I was at one point 10 miles away from the Austrian border.
Okay. Go back. That's all I can tell you. When you do go back, go south.
I want to go to Pompeii.
It's great.
Have you been?
Actually, so what I did is I spent 14 days in Italy. I started where you did and came all the way down, all the way to the Amalfi Coast. So.
Here's our post parade of the 8th.
The 3, Dancing Dottie, Logan Ebersole. The 4, Rose Run Bounty, Tyler Angus. And the 5, Juliet Capulet, Braden Rhodes in the sulky.
Wonderful, beautiful field of 5 for this first division of freshman Philly Pacers, $6,620. If you are just joining us, it's very possible that our graphics are wrong. We apologize. We are aware there were some changes last minute to the official program. If you want to follow along, head on over to harnessracingohio.com. That is free and available to you, so you actually know what horses are in the field.
Exactly. And the first horse in the field is Some Bad Girl. Darren Harvey, you might have heard that name. He just won the last race. He trains and drives this one for Alan Miller. 0 for 2 on the season, but does have a nice second place finish last time out, third prior to that. So 2 pari-mutuel starts and has hit the board in both of those.
Marcy is a keeper. I believe that is Elliot Deaton. Yep, Elliot Deaton up for Ryan Deaton. This is a summa cum laude filly owned out of MacArthur, Ohio, Randy T. Young Stables. I was also the breeder there. Out of a fill-in Frisky Mare, Crown Time Keeper, 7 lifetime starts, still looking to break the maiden, but has hit the board 4 times. 2 back at Zanesville. Did have a second place finish in 2:07 and 1 final quarter there, 29 and 3.
3-horse Dancing Dottie. Isaiah Strake trains for John Schmemelhack of Itchfield, Ohio. Logan Ebersole has the lines today. This is an owner's delight horse. 9 starts, 1 win, 4 seconds, 3/3, 1/4, $12,000 in earnings, averaging about $1,200 a start here. They paid $7,000 at the Buckeye Classic for this horse. 4th last time out from the 3-hole at Canton. Prior to that was 2nd at Wellington, 3rd at Jefferson. Again, nice horse, can leave the gate and also finish. Brell, probably one of your main picks in here.
Tyler Angus on the 4, Rose Run Bounty for Corey Damerman. This is a Fear the Dragon, owned out of Youngstown, not too far away from here. 8 lifetime starts, 3 wins, 1 second, and 1 third place finish. Actually looking to go 3 in a row here today. Was a winner at Wellington and last time out at Canton. Took a lifetime mark earlier this year at Northfield Park in 156 and 4. Looking at his lines, she has tried to make a couple steps up. Actually, end of July at Northfield, the BSS had a 3rd place finish and also gave it a go in the Ohio State Fair. They went just a touch fast for her, and her post position draw probably did not help in that factor, but she still made over $15,000.
5-horse rounding out the field, Juliet Capulet, Betty Clegg, Kimber Clegg. Braden Rhodes has the lines today, turned over to him. 8 for 17 in the winner's circle this year, 13 of 17 first or second, $33,000 in earnings. She's the leading money earner and winner in the field, and all she has to do is overcome the outside post here, and that's your field of 5.
Field of 5. Still don't have a tote board, but I'm going to say they're probably going to heavily like the 5, right?
I would say they're going to spread the money around
You
between
think
the
so?
4 and the 5. Yeah, those are 2 nice wins there.
Yeah.
Plus, we've got a local connections here from, like you mentioned, Cap Equines, Youngstown, Ohio. This is their local fair, close. So I'm sure the Rose Run Bounty's getting some good tote action. They even tried that horse in the state fair. So, I mean, well meant. Good group. I think the 3's a nice horse, too, Dancing Dottie. I think you got a good group. This Marsh is a keeper. Nice lines. I think very similar to that other 5-horse field we saw in race 7. Should be a good betting race and a good driver
And I
race.
say yesterday at Burton, Kenny, I can't remember what horse it was, but a horse went off at way higher price than he should have. Ended up winning. Kenny called it. He's like, oh, I should have bet. And he's like, how did that horse go off 10-1? I was like, because you got to think about the crowd that you're with, too, right? We're with fair people. They might bet
Names.
once a year.
Yep, that's correct. Exactly.
Here's Roger Houston with the call of the 8th.
They're off and pacing for the lead. That's Rose Run Bounty, middle of the track. Inside, Some Bad Girl gets away second. Up on the outside, Juliet Capulet settles in third. Racing fourth, Marcy's a keeper. Treading the field, Dancing Dottie. All in straight alignment down the backside, going to the first quarter mark. On top of the field, Tyler Angus, Rose Run Bounty by a length and a half. Racing second, Some Bad Girl. Pacing third, Juliet Capulet. They race by the opening quarter. Fourth is Marcy's a keeper, and the trailer remains Dancing Dottie. Opening quarter, 31-1. Midway around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. It's Rose Run Bounty by a length and a quarter. Some Bad Girl racing second. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Juliet Capulet racing fourth. Marcy's a keeper. The trailer remains Dancing Dottie. They're halfway home. Into the turn and going to the 5/8 mark. Rose Run Bounty has the lead. They're over to the half in 101 2/5. On to the backside they go. Some Bad Girl right there second. Out moving Juliet Capulet. Braden Rhodes from third, now second after the leader. Down the backside they go. On top, Rose Run Bounty on the inside. Juliet Capulet up on the outside second. Some Bad Girl third at the 3/4 mark. Racing fourth, the end of the turn. Marcy's a keeper. Moving on the outside, Dancing Dottie. 3/4, 131-4. Midway around the final turn. Rose Run Bounty on the inside. Up on the outside, Juliet Capulet is second. Racing third, Some Bad Girl through the stretch. It's Rose Run Bounty with the lead. And here they are. Home second, Some Bad Girl. Juliet Capulet was third. The mile, 2:01, 4/5.
2:01 4/5, and that was all Rose Run Bounty. Tyler Angus should get his first driving win of the day. Corey's going to pick up a second as a trainer.
Nice effort by Bounty. She grabbed the racetrack right out of the starting gate, went right to the lead, and Tyler basically made his own fractions here. Juliet Capulet, Braden Rhodes looked over when he was coming past the half here. He didn't want to get stuck in, and he did come out. And this horse did make a bold move, got up to the wheel halfway to the saddle pad, and but Rose Run Bounty stayed game. And as you alluded to, this horse had won 2 blowout wins to look for 3 in a row, and does indeed make it 3 in a row in Ohio, and 4 of 9 now lifetime. Nice effort. Corey and Cap Equine got themselves a nice one here. And well met and written. Nice effort, too, by Some Bad Girl. Darren Harvey, this horse is slowly coming around, and another nice effort. This horse used the pole position, got away second, maintained second, and even challenged the leader late in the stretch. Julia Capulet had to do a lot of work, overland work, and just held gamely for third there. But 4-1-5 unofficial, 2:01-4. Nice effort, and for anybody out there in our listening audience that cares, it is 7-0 Ohio State.
I was waiting for that one. No, but Some Bad Girl, very lightly raced, coming on the scene a little bit later than most other 2-year-olds. We had Julia Capulet with, well, now 18 starts, and that was just a third start for Some Bad Girl. Hit the board every single time. I'm sure, Darren, you really can't complain too much about that, right?
Darren's done a great job. I mean, Nikel.
With a lot of horses, yeah.
Nikel, and it has to be very proud of him. He just continues to take advantage of the family name and doing a good job for himself.
Number 4, Rose Run Bounty. Cap Equine Estates of Youngstown, Ohio. Corey Dearman, trainer. Tyler Angus in the sulky. 2-year-old filly by Fear of the Dragon of the Mrs. American Pie. Home winner, 2:01, 4/5. Final half, a minute 2/5. Final quarter, 30 seconds flat. Memory of the Sapri family goes to Rose Run Bounty, Corey Dearman, Tyler Angus. And for Rose Run Bounty, 3 in a row in Ohio.
Hey, I'll tell you something. I have to make another side note for the bingo cards. I've never seen more pit bulls and bulldogs in the winner's circle every week, every race. It seems like if you win, you have to have a pit bull and bulldog. I better go buy one if I want to have a chance on Monday.
5, 3, Dancing Dottie. 4, the 4, Rose Run Bounty, the winner. The 5, Juliet Capulet. 3, pop down. 2, 5, 4, 1, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 31-1. The half, 101-2. 3/4, 131-4. The mile, 2:01, 4/5.
That will do it. Any thoughts on the Buckeyes?
From the statistics, I'm not watching it. It looks great, 7-0. I think that's great. And you were asking about betting. Betting actually tells a little bit of a story. So now on the ESPN apps, it shows you what the current odds of the game are. The Buckeyes are minus 330 to win the game right now, which means as the game flow is, they think there's, pretty much a 75% chance that they're going to win the game. So who's ever watching play-by-play, we're watching horse by horse and race by race, which is much more exciting for us horse racing fans, but still we're curious about what is happening in the game. But so far, so good. I think people are going to be pretty happy.
On all forms, right? We're having some fun on the track, and the Buckeyes are making sure we're going to have a good day, too. Race 9 up next. This is the free-for-all trot known as the Darnley. $3,500, and it is just a field of 3. Join me back here shortly, and we will introduce you to the field.
In Ohio, we know a thing or two about greatness. It's in our blood. It's in our horses. Ohio Standardbreds are built to win, racing for nearly $23 million in Ohio Stakes races. See Ohio's top yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale Friday, September the 12th at the Pickaway County Event Center. Show day is Thursday. Experience the thrill and invest in the future with the Buckeye Owner Bonus. Eligible Ohio sired yearlings get a bonus after their 2- and 3-year-old racing season. Learn more at OhioHarnessHorseBreeders.com.
Hey kids, we invite you to join the Backstretch Buddies Club, a fun and free club for kids 12 and under who love horses and wants to be a part of harness racing in Ohio. Once you've signed up, you will be able to join Willie Winnett and exciting adventures and receive awesome surprises. Sign up today using the QR code.
Midland Acres is proud to stand the prominent stallions, TCI, Long Tom, Ready for Money, Monty Mickey, Summa Cum Laude, and Bit of a Legend. With such great pedigree and speed in the stallion barn, Midland Acres will provide a diverse group of top yearlings in the sale ring for 2025. Visit us this fall at our consignments at the Blooded Horse Sale on August 26th, the Ohio Select Jug Sale on September 12th, and the Lexington Select Sale on September 29th through October 3rd. Let Midland Acres' experience in the industry lead you to the winner's circle.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Welcome back to the Mahoning County Fair in beautiful eastern Ohio in Canfield, Ohio. Ashley Daly and Don Tiger bringing you the afternoon races, and we're coming back for a do-over on Monday, but we still got 2 more races to go today, and takes us to the race number 9, the free-for-all trot, the Darnley.
Andy Rickert and Melanie O'Donnell. Number 1, Bluebird Revival. The driver, Tyler Angus. 2, Cassius Lane with Nick Clegg. And number 3, Nothing But a Dreamer, Braden Rhodes in the sulky. Horse will take.
Well, we only have 3 in this field, so we could probably take a moment to introduce you to Darnley. That is
tell us about Darnley.
That is another Hall of Fame trotter, actually. Was inducted into the Harness Racing Hall of Fame up there in Goshen in 1960. That was also the same year that this horse passed away. Darnley was foaled in 1940 at Walnut Hall Farm in Kentucky. When he was a yearling, he was sold for $2,400. That had to be expensive.
Big bucks.
Very expensive at that time. Spent some time in New York and kind of all over the place. But at the age of 4, Darnley took his record in 1:59 3/4 at the Trotting Derby in Goshen. Kind of hopped around trainers here and there, but eventually he was sold back to Walnut Hall Farm, and they immediately placed him as a stud. He proved to be a great sire and had offsprings. These are names I'm not familiar with, but maybe somebody will be. Offspring such as Lord Stewart, Darn Safe, Tag Me, and multiple others. As I mentioned, he did pass away in 1960, and that was the same year he was elected to the Hall of Fame. His earnings totaled about $21,000.
Great history lesson. Thanks for letting us know. And this race is named in his honor. And here's your 3 horses. The 1 horse, Bluebird Revival. Levi Hirschberger trains. Tyler Angus has the lines for Naomi Hirschberger. Source is only 1 for 17 on a season, but don't sell this one short at all. This one has 8 lifetime wins, $120,000 in the bank. Has been trotting some very nice miles at Scioto and Northfield individually timed. Looks very good on the racetrack, too. Could be no worse than 3rd.
Our 2 horses, Cassius Lane, Betty Clegg, and Nick Clegg are going to team up for this one. This is a 9-year-old gelding by Cash Hall, actually owned by Nick. We don't see that too often. 6 starts, well, actually it'd be 7 starts on the year. He did race last night at Burton in the free-for-all and was a winner there in 2:07-1. So 7 starts on the year with 2 wins and added a little bit to his bank once again. Lifetime, however, he's made over $392,000. Actually, this one came from the Burke stable as of late, I should say. This is just the 2nd start with the Cleggs. Took a mark at 7 years old at Hoosier Park in 153 flat.
3 horse, Nothing But a Dreamer. Betty Clegg trains for Kimber Clegg. Braden Rhodes has the line. As you just mentioned, Cassius Lane racing at Burton. The 2nd place finisher that day was Nothing But a Dreamer last night. So this horse has had 1 win in 27 starts, 11 of 36 last year. Just been very consistent, 22 lifetime wins, $200,000 in earnings, and nice lifetime mark, 53 and change at Woodbine. So this 5-year-old gelding, I don't still think he hasn't shown his best. So just a great field. And everyone always asks you, why you like the free-for-all paces and the trots? Because you see a lot of horses from days gone by that are no longer in sire stakes and stuff that are still doing nice and overnights. And you just get to see some old horses that some of your fan favorites, and nice field of 3. All 3 of these have a nice back class and some nice records and money earned. So good to see a good group like this. Tight-knit group, but a nice group of 3.
Looks like we are possibly going through some. My eyes are not as good. Are they messing with the bike there on the 3?
It looks like some equipment. Yeah, adjusting some equipment, something holding on to the horse, maybe adjusting the lines or something. I have no idea. The 2 horse Cassius Lane, I did find out this morning. This was a recent purchase too. Nick bought this horse very recently, within the last couple of days or last week or so, and then obviously immediately got this horse in the box twice now to get some instant dividends. But I mean, for a nice field of 3, $3,500, these are good paydays all the way across. Do we know what we do break these up? Is this like 60-something, 60-30 something?
We had a 3-horse field yesterday, and I opened it up. And remember, if let's say the Cleggs would go 1-2 in this
85%?
race, it was like 85%.
Yeah, okay.
So I think
that'd be 15 for the 3rd place finisher. So regardless, that's nice. Everybody gets an increase in pay here, which we all like increases in pay, right? Who doesn't like an increase in pay?
Here we go. Purse distribution is 60% to the winner, 28% to the second place, and third will leave with 12%.
Okay, so we still have our same percentage for our third place finisher.
88% in the Home Talent Colt Stakes.
How about that?
That
a little
is,
different.
yeah, it's a little bit
Yeah.
different than
Yeah.
yesterday. We were at the Ohio, what is it, OFRC, the
Yeah.
Ohio Fair Racing Conference. So a little bit different here in the Home Talent. Taking home, 88% if the Cleggs go 1-2. But our one horse, Bluebird Revival, is a nice horse. So let's see how this is going to turn out. This field of three, the free-for-all trot, the Darnley. Here's Roger Houston with the call of the ninth.
They're off and trotting. That's Bluebird Revival on the inside. Up on the outside, it's Cassius Lane. And treading the field, nothing but a dreamer. Into the turn, going to the first quarter mark. Bluebird Revival on the inside. Outside, Cassius Lane. Battle going to the first quarter mark. Treading the field, nothing but a dreamer. Down the backside, go on to the first quarter station. Nick Clegg settles in on top with Cassius Lane. Right there, second, Tyler Angus. Bluebird Revival. Trailing the field, Braden Rhodes. You see them all with nothing but a dreamer. Opening quarter, 29 4/5. Into the turn, going to the 3/8, all in straight alignment. Here comes Braden Rhodes, nothing but a dreamer. Out moving on the outside from third, going after the leader, Cassius Lane. Inside, Bluebird Revival on the outside, nothing but a dreamer at the halfway point. Cassius Lane shows the way. Racing second, Bluebird Revival on the outside. It's nothing but a dreamer third. Halfway home, 102 1/5. On to the backside they go. Cassius Lane continues to show the way. Nothing but a dreamer up on the outside second. Racing on the inside, Bluebird Revival. Down the backside they go to the three-quarter mark. The leader, Cassius Lane. On the outside, that is nothing but a dreamer. Inside, Bluebird Revival at the three-quarter mark. They reach the three quarters in 1:34 2. Midway around the final turn, the leader is Cassius Lane. On the outside, nothing but a dreamer second. Trapped in is Bluebird Revival third. Less than an eighth of a mile to trot. Cassius Lane with the lead. Ducking to the inside, Bluebird Revival. On the outside, nothing but a dreamer. Cassius Lane, nothing but a dreamer. Bluebird Revival.
Mikey, get Braden Rhodes and Nick.
It's not often you can buy a horse on a Monday and win 2 races before Sunday. But that's exactly what happened with Cassius Lane here. A recent purchase and 2 straight wins on back-to-back nights. I didn't get the time of the race.
I think he said 2:03 2, but I might have misheard that, so take that with a grain of salt. That was a nice tight finish for everybody, though. You know, they were all in the game.
Yeah, great finish, and Clegg did go 1-2, so with your math is correct, 88% of 3,500 they will take home.
They really went a brisk opening quarter, though. I think they went to the opening quarter in 29 4. Slowed down pretty significantly to the half on 1:02 1. And remember, I think that final mile time unofficial is 2:03 apiece. Nick Clegg, I think it probably is his only drive of the day. Notches a win. And that will be Betty Clegg's 4th as a trainer. Cassius Lane, that is 3 in 8 tries in this season and 2 in a row. Both under the new Clegg stable.
Home with Nick Clegg of Northfield. Betty Clegg, the trainer. Nick Clegg in the sulky. 9-year-old gelding by Cash Hall out of Winning Colors K. Home a winner, 2:03 3/5. Final half, 101 2. Final quarter, 29 1. Blanket presented by Hollywood Gaming. On behalf of Corey Hendrick, Andy Rickert, and Melanie O'Donnell.
Danny, I got.
And as the Canfield Fair slogan is, something to crow about. That race was something to crow about. 3 good finishes there.
Precious Lane, the winner. The 3, Nothing But a Dreamer. 2, Top Down. 3, 1, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 29 and 4. The half, 102 1. 3 quarters, 134 2. The mile, 203 3/5.
Well, we did it. Almost did it. The 10th and final is up next. This is going to be the final division of these freshmen filly pacers. Another field of 5, $6,620 on the line. Join us back here and momentarily, let's thank our sponsors.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year, providing advanced specialty care for sports horses from all stages and disciplines. Our expert team of boarded surgeons and sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sports horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Dublin Valley Farms, home of Volstead Sire of 2024 Ohio Horse of the Year Sugar Instead. Also standing at Dublin Valley Farms, Slay, a promising young son of Chapter 7 and Coach K Hanover by world record holder Walner. Looking for your next winner? Dublin Valley Farms and our clients are offering an exciting lineup of yearlings with current and fashionable pedigrees. Available at public auctions this year. Backed by a team that cares, Dublin Valley Farms, Fredericksburg, Ohio.
Welcome back to the Mahoning County Fair in beautiful Canfield, Ohio. Don Tiger and Ashley Daly bringing you the afternoon card, and we're down to the getaway feature, race number 10. We are back here for Monday. We've got a 12-race card, I believe, on Monday, 11 a.m. post. But before we get to that, we're here to give you the grand finale of race number 10 on Saturday. We've got 2 driver changes in. We're still looking to bring you one more. The 3, I'll be home first. Make the driver Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson on 3, I'll be home first. The 5, Heavens East. Make the driver Logan Ebersol. Logan Ebersol will be on the 5. And Extra Sweet, named after Ashley. We will still need a driver on that one.
That's awful nice, because you know every time I'm on air with Frank, he does not pick nice names for me.
Frank's Frank, you know.
A couple years ago when I first got started, there was I think she might have been 2 or 3 at the time. I can't remember. There was a filly named Princess of the Night.
And he said it was named after you?
Oh, yeah. And to this day,
you still pull that out for him? Hey, remember?
Oh, he just brought it up a couple weeks ago, actually.
So here's a good story for you with Frank. Frank and me did the show last year, which
Here?
Frank, yes. So Frank used to, but Frank's our new leader now. He's in charge of all of us and doing great things, but he spent a lot of time on the road, and this was one of our fairs we did together. He was fortunate enough to be in a race last year with a horse you're very familiar with a little bit, Poster Pets.
Poster Pets.
And when he won, he went like this. He didn't go down the steps. He just, it was like the Tasmanian Devil. He went right through. They had to fix the grandstand and put the things back up because he busted everything out to get out to the winner's circle. I think he probably knocked over a few people, but he has this big cup at home, and he did tell me if I'm fortunate enough to win tomorrow, we have to do a video of both of us drinking beer out of it. So, I said, all right, Frank. So that's Frank. Frank's always got something neat for us to do.
Oh, man. I think it was Tyler Angus maybe on the 1. Of course, we'll get that official when Roger does do our post parade, but as he's on the track now, I think that is Tyler.
Is Pet Project, is he in today?
He is in tonight.
At Scioto, right?
He is.
What is that, $50,000 sire stake?
I don't know how many divisions there are. Probably. They've been going for about
Okay.
50. They've been breaking up to at least 3 or so every leg. This is the first time we're going to meet up with Gentleman's Club, who's been a very nice horse in himself. He drew the inside of us, so Gentleman's Club's going to lead from the two hole. We're going to lead from the 6. He's pretty proven out of the 6 hole. That's when we won our sire stake, or not, excuse me, the state fair. We haven't really seen what the horse can do yet.
That's right.
We really, truly haven't. And I'm going to be biased, right? Because he just holds a special place in our heart by all means. And he's just been fun. And even if the horse never makes us $1 again, like, it's just been a ride up to this point.
It's a great ride. For anybody that doesn't know the whole story, Ashley's mom, Kimberly, and they bred this horse, Pet Project. And he has been a terror on the 2-year-old. He has been. He's been a great 2-year-old. And he's actually been surprising some people, paying some good money. He went up to Northfield and won. He won at the State Fair. I think he was a good second his first time out, right?
He was third.
First
he
time
was
out.
third, but I'm telling you, he was the dead set winner. But go back and watch the replay. If you people don't believe me, go back and watch.
Shut off?
All kinds of weird traffic. He was pushed like 3 wide, like 4 different times in the race. It was all kinds of funky stuff going on. But we were impressed then. And I remember texting my mom. I was like, he was going to win. She's like, I know he was going to win. And then now he's just, everything is falling into place for him. And we really have not seen what this horse could do yet. And that's okay, right? He's won pretty easily. Every time we go in the winner's circle, Don, this horse cannot blow out a match.
That's great. That's phenomenal.
His state fair race, I don't know if you remember, opening quarter 26-3 maybe, or 26-4. They did do a big breather in the middle of the race, but he still closed in 26-3.
He's been phenomenal. I love to see it because you and your mom are just great horsemen. I know your dad up in heaven, Bill, is just super proud of both of you. And it's nice to see good people get a good horse. And I've been through it, so when you have fun, just enjoy the ride. You just sit on that train, baby, and you keep riding it. But I think he's a future star in the sport of harness racing, not just Ohio. So don't be afraid to get mom to get some of them stake payments abroad, because when you get a good one, you got to do it.
I was just talking to her about this last week. I said, because we're very superstitious people. I hate talking about things before he can prove himself. But truly, I think he could be the best colt in the state of Ohio right now.
I think he is. He gets my vote.
And I said, Mom, I was like, you got to keep your eye. Like, invitationals are going to start coming. I was like, just have fun with him.
Have fun with it. Yep.
We've been very fortunate in having some nice horses, but let's enjoy this one again,
Number 2, I'm a Sissy 2, Braden Rhodes. We'll wait on the others since Mr. Angus is in such a hurry.
Absolutely.
I swear that kid don't even.
Race number 10, we had a halfway post parade. We'll get more talking about a Pet Project here.
I actually think, is that Justin Irvine, who was originally listed? Did he make his way over here?
That would be crazy.
I think that is absolutely his colors.
The driver, Don Irvine Jr.
Oh, Don, okay.
Number 4, Laughing 2 with Jason Thompson. And number 5, Heavens East, Logan Eversole in the sulky.
There we go. So we'll take a look. This is our 10th and final freshman filly Pacers, a field of 5. On the rail is Tyler Angus and Extra Sweet. Lee Dearman III is going to drive this down by the seaside, or excuse me, train this down by the seaside filly. Looks like she's only had one lifetime start, and that was back at Jefferson on August 6th. Was 5th, so she got a check in 2:07.4.
Number 2, I'm a Sissy 2. Betty Clegg, Kimber Clegg, Braden Rhodes in the sulky. 0 for 15 on the season. Does have 5 under on the board finishes here. Last time out was a good 3rd at Richwood. Prior to that, been knocking on the door. 3 back of 5th, 4 back of 4th. Slowly learning the game here. Sometimes it takes a little bit for them to come around. We'll appreciate the inside 2-hole slot.
Donovan Vine Jr. trains and drives the 3. I'll be home first. This is owned by Justin Irvine, though. This is Summa Cum Laude filly out of an Art Major mare, Yankee Celebration. It's been a pretty nice filly. She's won half of her 8 lifetime starts and has never missed the board. She's looking to go 4 in a row here today. Last time out at Mount Gilead, of course, was a winner. Just over a length in 202 and 3, $23,000 made. She was originally just a $12,000 purchase.
Number 4, Laughing 2. Jimmy Graham trains and co-owns with Tim Warner and Lee Winters. Jason Thompson has the lines today. This New York invading connections with a nice Ohio bred here. 2 of 6 in the winner's circle. 1 third-place finish. The lifetime mark came 2 back at 40-1. Jason Thompson blew up the tote board and gave backers $80 plus mutual there and wire-to-wire at Wellington. Very nice horse. We came the Overland last time out at Canton, finished 3rd. And prior to that, Jefferson was a winner. So last 3 starts have all been steady and solid. Should be very good in here, too.
And rounding out the field is the 5. Logan Ebersol is going to drive Heavens East. This is Danny Hostetler trains and actually owns this Heaven's Gate filly out of an all-American native mare. 5 lifetime starts, has yet to hit the board, but has still made a little bit of money, about $1,500 in the bank. A few back, we'll take a look at her start at Carrollton. She did have a 5th place finish, but went in 2:08 and 4. Earlier in the year, very beginning of July at Northfield, did give it a go in a qualifier and paced her mile in 2:05 and 1.
And that's your field of 5. So all 5 horses here heading to the gate. Owner's race, everybody gets a check. And wraps up a great day of racing so far for us. Starting cars starting to move. Mike Wilkenberg's starting gate is rolling. And we're going to be giving you the call for the getaway feature here shortly.
So as we wrap up here today, there's a good chance that Wasion is still going to be on if you want a couple more races to watch. Their post time was at 11:30, and I'm not sure how many were on their card today. We'll take a look. But first, let's make sure we know what we're doing at Canfield. Race 10, 2nd division of these freshman filly pacers, field of 5. Here is Roger Houston.
Off and pacing, going for the lead. That's Laughing 2. Getting away 2nd on the inside. I'll be home first as they race into the turn. Extra Sweet pacing 3rd. Getting away 4th. The end of the turn, I'm a Sissy 2. Trailing the field, Heavens East. All in straight alignment. Down the backside, going to the 1st quarter mark. Jason Thompson shows the way with Laughing 2 by 2.5. Don Irvine Jr. right there 2nd. I'll be home first. Racing 3rd into the turn. Extra Sweet by the opening quarter. 30 2/5. Racing 4th on the inside as they race around the turn. That's Evans East and drilling the field as they race by the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. On top of the field and showing the way to the half. It's Laughing 2. Right there 2nd. I'll be home first. Pacing 3rd. Extra Sweet. I'm a Sissy 2 4th. The trailer is Heavens East. Into the turn. Going to the 5/8 mark. Halfway home. 101 2/5. On to the backside and the 5/8 station. The leader remains Laughing 2. Been there every step. I'll be home first. Is there 2nd? Racing 3rd. Extra Sweet. Ready to move to the outside. Racing 4th. Going to the 3/4 mark. I'm a Sissy 2. Dropping further back. Heavens East at the 3/4. 3/4 in 1:32 and 1. Round the final turn. Here comes Tyler Angus and Extra Sweet from 3rd. Now 2nd, trying to reel in Laughing 2. 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. It's Laughing 2 with the lead. Coming on as I'll be home first from the outside. Extra Sweet to the wire. Laughing 2. Photo for place. The mile, 2:01 2/5.
That was the faster division of these freshman filly pacers. 2:01 and 2. They got it by just 2/10 the previous division. That was Laughing 2. Jason Thompson, another win on the day. That'll make him a double.
He had the bookends. He won the first and he won the last.
Good
so
catch.
Always neat with that. And this one, Jim Graham, I'm not really familiar with the connections. Great percentage here, but it looks like he's a New York-based guy that came right down here. And, the key with this one is they started this one in the Buckeye Stallion Series, second or third start of the career. And this horse raced fairly well, didn't draw good, but when they turned this horse over to the fair circuit, this horse has went into orbit here. 2 wins, 3 wins now, and a third-place finish. And that third-place finish looks like it was just a poor trip, but he's got a nice filling this Laughing too, because I'll Be Home First is a pretty nice animal and kept that one at bay. So Jason was able to control the fractions, draw off here. Extra Sweet, I believe we're going to wait to get the official word, but it looks like Extra Sweet might have nailed out I'll Be Home First at the wire. So 4-1-3 unofficial, but for second, it is a photo finish.
I wasn't even going to try to call that one. They were so close. I'm pretty much right on the line, too, and that was tight. But
our love story, Gretchen, will make us know who it is. So
I definitely think Extra Sweet had a little bit more pace left in her, though, than our 3-horse I'll Be Home, that's for sure. Depends on just where they
could have went
wire.
either way. Yep.
Looks like, where is our horse? Oh, there's our horse. I was looking at the wrong side of the track.
The Home Talent Colt Stake, 2-year-old filly pace. Trophy by DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Number 4, Laughing 2. James Graham, Timothy Warner, Lee Winters, the owner. Jim Graham, the trainer. Jason Thompson in the sulky. 2-year-old filly by Lather Up at Alliance Hanover. Home winner in 2:01 2/5. Final half a minute. The final quarter. 29 and 1.
While we are awaiting that final rundown, remember, Don and I are back here on Monday, post time 11. Make sure to join us.
So the 2, I'm a Sissy 2. 4, the 3, I'll Be Home First. 3, the 4, Laughing 2, the winner. The 5, Heaven's East. 5, top down, 2, 4, 3, 1, 5 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 2. The half, 1:01 2. 3/4, 1:32 1. The mile, 2:01 2/5.
Well, that will do it for day 1 of 2. Remember, join us back here in a few days.
Yeah, Monday we have a great card. We got 12 races. We've got Home Talent Colt Stakes, but we also have the Canfield Pacing Derby and Canfield Trotting Derby. Those are big full fields for both, I believe. And nice card, 11 a.m. post. This All-Star Collection crew will be back that day as well.
Any closing thoughts? I think the only...
Buckeyes 7-0 at the half. Everyone wants to know that too. 7-0 at halftime. Statistically, looks like they're playing very well. So.
And I think Marietta is our only fair tomorrow. I just skipped the page. But yeah, say only one tomorrow, and then we'll have plenty to choose from on Monday. So make sure you join us. From all of us at OHHA, thank you. Have a great day, and we hope to see you at a track real soon.